Hello everybody, welcome to another Monster Hunter stream. I hope you guys are doing well this evening. My name's Ristretto. It's nice to see you guys. If you've been here before, welcome back to the stream. If it's your first stream tonight, then welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're going to be playing some Monster Hunter Freedom tonight for the PlayStation Portable, although we will be streaming it off of a PlayStation Vita. And what we're going to be up to is collecting up some nice ore upgrades to some of our weapons. The, welcome Uchi. The ore weapons on some of the trees are like obscenely expensive, and so we're going to be spending some time here tonight collecting up some ore, enjoying some Monster Hunter jazz, just steeping in Cocoa Toast some more. I had a nice day today. I worked. I tried out Linux on a laptop for the first time, which was kind of fun. It's something I've been meaning to get around to for a while, and it was interesting. It was interesting at least. Kind of fun to check out. Hope you guys had a nice day. Cheers to you guys. I'm enjoying some coffee. I put it in the Discord SFox in the tech room, but Fedora. Just trying it out. All right, let's jump on over to the game here that we're gonna be playing. I'm gonna take a moment to say hello to you guys and give you all some beans. Here's some beans. Enjoy the beans. Hello, Syphonia. Peepo Wink. Hello, Jack McBride. Welcome.
Who wants coffee?
Hi, Enton Boot, Panda Mansa. Thank you guys for the warm welcome. It feels like, I don't know, it feels nice getting to say hi to you guys. Welcome, SFox and Ducklord Quackers. I feel like I should start quacking at Ducklord Quackers when I see them. Quack. That's the thing now. Hello, Full Metal Dragon. Welcome. Yay for Jazz Night. Yeah, we're gonna listen to some nice music. Hey, Panda Mansa. Welcome to you. Uchi, it's good to see you. Monster Hunter is a video game for the PlayStation Portable, released in 2006, I think, where you move the hunter and press triangle to hunt monsters. It's a good time. Let's see. Who else is here? Hey, Jakes, enjoy your lurk. Schmo asked, has this game been particularly harder so far or just slower paced? I mean, there are bits of it that are definitely hard in terms of the controls feeling rigid and the monsters being kind of clunky, but I think especially up front, they don't give you any supplies or like super easy ways of getting supplies. And I say that knowing full well that this is the PSP version. In the PS2 version, it's even harder up. Like you don't have a farm, you only have like one box page some of the time, it's rough. So this is already like more streamlined than the previous entry or the previous version of this game. But it's mainly just a slow ramp up in terms of materials. We did the math and it's like the ore, sword, and shield that gets usable green sharpness takes like 20 iron, like 10 earth crystals, a couple other things, like something like that. Like it sounds decent, right? In order to get a hammer, here, I'm gonna pull this up because I actually did the math. I added it all up yesterday. I said I wasn't going to, but I added up all the math it took to get a decent green sharpness iron hammer. It takes 5 upgrades to get past rarity 1. Like 5 upgrades where it's just like a rarity 1 hammer into 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 another rarity 1 hammer and then finally a rarity 2 hammer. And when you finally get through all of that, you get, that's not even the right one, but in any case, in order to get a usable green hammer, it takes 137 iron ore, 74 disc stones, 50 matcholite. That's for like a regular amount of green for like a mid-low rank. Now, I don't think I necessarily need to get to all the way to that hammer right now, but we're gonna do some ore upgrades today for both hammer and dual blades. That's nothing easy. Okay. It's ridiculous. Versus 17 iron ore and 12 small monster bones for a sword and shield, or sorry, that was for a lance, or 11 iron ore and 9 earth crystals for a sword and shield. Like, what? Now, those things have higher raw, so I think the theory might be that, like, it might be, like, you think about it, like, oh, you don't need as much green sharpness on hammer, or a hammer's got strong raw, so even if you have, like, dumpy sharpness, it's still pretty usable, right? That's hammer. Then you get to dual blades, which in order to get a dual blades with decent green sharpness, it takes 13 iron ore, 43 earth crystals, 26 Mocholite ore, and 45 disc stones. Losing my mind? No. Actually, I'm having a pretty good time with this game. This game's been pretty fun so far, Uchi. We've been streaming it for just about a week. I think I already gave you guys some beans, but have some more beans. Enjoy. Rist lost his mind a long time ago. There was a particularly really bad hunt that is on YouTube, Uchi. Here, I'll do a quick recap. Uchi has been taking a break from the internet en masse the past week, which sounds lovely. I had a couple days away from the internet and it felt pretty nice. Uchi took over a week, which seems pretty cozy. So what we've done so far is we have hunted a Velocidrome, a regular Yankutku, a blue Yankutku, which had like over twice the health of the regular one and was like a lot faster, surprisingly, even in low rank. We've done a handful of gathering quests. Basically, we've done all of the first 2 stars in Village. We have unlocked the Urgent to 3-star, which is Cephadrome. Exciting stuff. The other 2 ranks have been good. XGFo's coming in with a raid. Yo! They'll probably get stuck behind an ad, at least some of them. But XGFo and friends, welcome, welcome. What was the terrible quest? So, hey Rough Ditto. Hey FPS. So I'm recounting an awful quest from the other day that took us gave us a much harder time than it should have. So we had blue Yan, well I guess I didn't even know it was gonna be blue Yankutku. I just knew it was a Yankutku quest. They sprung it on you as a surprise. XGFo, thank you for the raid. Welcome. How was your stream? Dude, I like your Tigrex emotes. Imagine having a regular Brute and Molten Tigrex. Yeah, the other night, XGFo already knows what we're doing, what I'm talking about. I'm recounting this to Uchi because it was just ridiculous. So we go in, I hadn't used dual blades yet, so I just had crafted up some bone dual blades. I was like, all the other monsters we fought so far, like Velocidrome, Yankutku, they were like super pushovers. You could go in and basically just use the supplies the game was giving you, like the handful of first aids and a handful of whetstones, and you'd be all right because they had low HP and they staggered really easy, right? Go into blue Yankutku with base bone dual blades that have like, I don't know, 10, 15 hits of yellow sharpness. We end up running out of healing items. That's fine. We end up running out of sharpness items. That's not so great. We end up running out of stamina items because I have not brought the requisite supplies to take on like a serious large monster quest. So we time out bashing its knees in with red sharpness dual blades. But you can get whetstones? No, you can't. I mean, we mined, but we mined every spot in the map and used what we could, and we didn't have any more. It's highlighted on YouTube, I think, but it is legitimately the worst quest I've had, I think, since 4 Ultimate, when we had to kill those cats in the cat village for like 20 minutes. It was awful. It was awful. But in any case, we did go and we went back to the drawing board and we were like, okay, we need some better dual blades. We got to bring in some actual supplies, and then it was okay. It was pretty all right. But man, that's probably the most memorable thing that's happened so far. At the very least, people got to see what happens to Demon Dance when you have orange sharpness. Yep, it gets shortened. Ah. But yeah, tonight we're gonna be upgrading some ore weapons, enjoying some jazz. I forget if we've already gone by the farm, so we're gonna go check that out. The farm in this game, quite good. Quite good. We've made a few upgrades. We must have already come by the farm. That's fine. Let me know if the volume needs any tweaks or anything. Oh yeah, the Kutku in that quest when we were bashing his knees in was limp. He limped twice and then slept all the way. He slept long enough to heal and then was not limp and then actually got back to limp from us bashing his legs in and then didn't die and we timed out. What if the first multi-night was getting everyone the Liver of Legend quest? I'd do it as long as we could gather other stuff. I'd be down. All right, let's start with You know what? Let's start with the Blue Yan Kutku. We're going to be alternating back and forth with an ore gathering quest that we've got, which is a sootstone ore quest. It gives you a chance to gather some things, get some Genprey parts, and you get a lot of Zenian ore from it. So I think we're going to be doing that maybe every other quest or so tonight. So, if you want to choose my weapon for a Blue Yan Kutku that I'm going to warm up with tonight, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. We have 7 weapons to choose from, all 7. Hey Nefudis, it's good to see ya. Yeah, we're starting off with blue, and then we'll do some gathering. I'm trying to think about what other stuff we can do. The other night when we were gathering, we ended up making another couple sets. I guess we could do a guard set and a whim set tonight if we wanted to. This is what our box looks like so far. It's filling up. The items stack in the stacks that they would like stack in your item inventory, not the box. So this looks like we have a colossal amount of honey. It's still a pretty good amount of honey, but it's not like it's not like several hundred honey. It's more like 60 or 70. Would you say this game is less about the combat and more about the satisfaction of progression? No, I think that this game is going to be about the combat, but I think this game is also going to be equal parts about preparation. Whether it's preparation beforehand to grind up the massive amounts of ore for your hammer, or preparation in terms of, okay, I'm on this quest and I have to go hunt to this Yan Kutku, but I'm also going to go and gather some supplies around the map first, so I don't spend the valuable ones I've got in my box, like the herbs or the honey or whatever it is. I started taking notes after each stream, which is not something I've done up until now. I don't know why. When I started streaming, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make like long form videos about Monster Hunter, which I obviously have not done. I've done, I guess, the longest form videos, which are just hundreds of hours of VODs, but like editorialized, like written content was what I wanted to do at one point for Monster Hunter. I haven't done that, but I started taking notes after each of the streams we've done, and that's been interesting. It's helped me type out some thoughts about different concepts as we go, which has been fun. I'm gonna keep doing that. Hey Roku, welcome. You think 4th gen prep is perfect? Item sets but still have to prep? I would say 4th gen is perfect if it had a farm. Like an actual farm. Because that's something I want. Yeah, this game's been fun so far. I'm happy with this game. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say last call. If you want to pick the weapon we warm up with tonight for our first like large monster hunt, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. I think this is something where we'll probably spend a good chunk of the evening tonight trying to upgrade things. We'll try and make that guard set. See if we can get something that if we encounter a really tough monster for Lance, we'll have that guard set in the back pocket. Oh yeah, our sets. If you haven't been here, we've made a couple sets. You can actually make pretty decent sets early on in Monster Hunter Freedom, purely because they give you 2 torso up pieces, or torso increase in this game. Early on, they give you Velociprey waist and blue leather pants, both of which will double your torso piece. So that means that we've been able to get defense plus 10 in backpacking expert, defense plus 15, health plus 20, and gathering plus 1. Attack up medium, health plus 10, and water res minus 3. And then the same thing for bowguns, which is pretty nice. It means you see a lot of the same waist and pants, but the fact that you have that much ability to gem in, or not gem in, but make sets early on in the game, it's pretty cool. I'm into it. Nice waist, Roku. Are mixed sets already a thing here in Freedom 1? Yeah, mixed sets were technically a thing even before this. This is the first game that shows the status screen where you can see the skill points that each armor piece gives. That system, to my knowledge, kind of existed in Monster Hunter 1, but you kind of had to pair together sets. Like, the Kutku set was just 3 pieces. It was like the waist, the arms, and the chest, and then you could get something for the head and the legs, but it had to like give the same skills. It was like not super well exposed. Hello, K-Blader. It's good to see you. All right, let's see what we're gonna use here. Enton Boot, a blue Kutku, Uchi. R.I.P. Enton Boot, what would you like me to use for a warm-up blue Kutku? Let's go. Let's go hunt the blue Yon Kutku. Lance, nice. I don't know if I've actually used this lance on a Kutku yet, the spiked spear. One of the fun things that we've been getting into so far is that the weapon designs that are in this game are either totally generic bone and iron, or they're really memorable designs that have been taken through many, many games, like this one, and it's kind of fun to see them in this game. Cheers, Mega Radar. It's good to see you. I hope you're well, and thanks for coming by and saying hello. Enjoy your lurk. You cannot turn off this music, even though you turn off the rest of the game music. Meat scraps, nice. Hang on. I wish I could remember the food skills. I don't yet, though. We'll get there. There's no big feet. God darn it. There's no big meat fatty tomato for us to use. Vegetable and milk. Do we have milk? No. Do we have meat and meat? No. Do we have meat and fish? Yes. Meat. Fish. There's only green. That was Monster Hunter 1. I believe this game has white? I think Monster Hunter 1 had green, Monster Hunter G had blue. I believe this game added white sharpness with Yan Garuga, but I'm not sure because I haven't really looked at its weapons yet. Okay. Let us go hunt Blue Yan Kutku. Now, learning from our previous mistakes, we are going to bring supplies. Imagine that. Have you used all the weapons already? I have, yeah. I think last stream was the first time we'd taken down a large monster with light bowgun. Light bowgun and heavy bowgun feel refreshingly back to like how light bowgun and heavy bowgun generally feel, where like heavy bowgun puts things down pretty quickly, but it's a little slow, and light bowgun feels a little weak, but you can move around easily. Imagine that, it's so nice. Let's see, how do I feel on them? Let's do a recap of the weapons. Greatsword feels kind of weird. I'm not used to combo Greatsword yet, even remotely. It feels really odd. I mean, not bad, just really weird. It's a totally different weapon dynamic for Greatsword. The only thing that really carries over in terms of that playstyle is that you can still do like draw slash roll out sheath, draw slash roll out sheath. Everything else feels a little different because you have to kind of think about how to buffer out these big swings. The big swings have seriously long end lag to their animations if you miss the roll cancel. So it's important to be paying attention to the combo long enough where you can like put in the next hit if you want to, or get the right roll cancel and get out of the way, which is something I'm still getting used to. Hey, Shakti. We've collected the Velocidrome Greatsword, which looks pretty cool, I think. I forgot my barbecue spit. No, I didn't. We're good. Never mind. Let's see. After that, Hammer. Hammer feels great in this game. It feels honestly probably like my favorite weapon so far, which makes sense because it's usually pretty busted in early games. But it's almost unchanged from second gen. I mean, it doesn't have KO, so you can't KO monsters, but its moveset feels so much better than the other weapons do. It has the ability to go through wind pressure. It has Mind's Eye on its Super Pound. The Super Pound hitbox is huge. It's got spin into golf swing. It's got pound golf swing. It's got the charge attacks. Charge 1 and Charge 2 feel decently like fast and responsive in a game where all the other options don't. Like all the other weapons don't feel nearly as fast and responsive as they do even in second gen. So Hammer feels pretty darn good. I like it. Sword and Shield at first didn't feel that much stronger. And then we made a couple upgrades like that 11 iron ore or whatever and got green sharpness, and now it feels like stronger than Hammer and Greatsword. So it's a little busted, I think. We'll have to be careful about using Sword and Shield as a crutch in this game. Dual Blades is neat. It is very rigid, even more rigid than second gen. They changed quite a few combos in and out of some of the moves from this game to second generation. And so I'm excited to try and get used to this game's Dual Blades because I really like old, rigid Dual Blades. How was the cafe today? It was okay. I was late for work. I really, really don't like being late for work, and I was late for work today. So honestly, that's the only bummer of my day today is that I was a little bit late. I hate being late. Nobody was upset with me, but I hate it. I know, sigh. Hey, Turnip. Hey, Arcane. Hi, Hararouche. Thanks, Nipudas. Do you have some new items on the menu, like a limited time thing? No, I don't think so. Nope, nothing yet. We did have some people order pumpkin drinks over the last few days. It was cold and rainy here today. It felt like fall. Hey, we somehow canceled the climbing animation. That was cool. No, Arcane, you're not banned. Ah, we chose the best voice. 9S, welcome. I like your name. Nice Near Automata reference there. You ready for it to feel like fall? Me too. I wasn't upset about it. It was just surprising. It was kind of gnarly. Like, where we live up here is pretty far north. We're further north than some parts of Canada. But yeah, we're further north than some parts of Canada. That sentence makes sense. And we went on a trip like a week ago for 4 days, and we came back and it felt noticeably darker. Like the sun stayed up a lot less long, and it got noticeably like there are some leaves are changing colors already, and it's already getting colder out. It's like we were only gone 4 days. What happened? Let's see. I was going through the weapons. Talked about dual blades. I think that just leaves Lance, light bowgun, and heavy bowgun. Lance feels pretty interesting, honestly. Its guard feels strong for now, obviously. We haven't really fought anything that's really, really a heavyweight monster. But its guard feels pretty useful. One hop is pretty awkward feeling, not gonna lie. But the damage feels okay. It doesn't feel that different to second gen. The main difference is going to be the one hop instead of 3 hops. So I feel at least decently at home with it because I like second gen Lance. The screen shake, it's a lot. Dude, hammer is like an earthquake. He canceled my attack. So right now we've begun to get green sharpness for some of our weapons, and we have an attack up medium set. So it feels like we're dealing pretty okay damage for where we are in Village. I'm sure that as we go, it will feel less like that. Getting to two-shot those guys is nice. Let's see. Light bowgun, like I said, feels a little bit weak, but I'm okay with that. It just kind of feels refreshing. I don't really want to go into that too much more, but it kind of just feels refreshing to have a light bowgun that is a little bit weaker than heavy bowgun. Heavy bowgun I've only done really one hunt with. The aiming for both the bowguns is pretty jank in this game. They made some significant changes from this game to Freedom 2, and then some significant changes from Freedom 2 to Free Me Night even, in how you enter the different aiming modes, at least how you enter the third-person aiming mode, which is how I like to aim bowguns. And so there's some it's a little bit different to get in and out of the aiming modes in this game, which is a little bit janky. It is pretty crazy, Schmo, isn't it? Is this my real personality? I think so, yeah. Do I have CW cheat on your PS Vita? I don't think so. I don't think so. We have a couple utilities. I haven't really put a whole bunch of stuff on my Vita. Here we go. Rumor has it Rise has a good event quest for a change, so I've heard, Nox. I have not tried that event quest with the Street Fighter collab, but it looks cool. The brief bits of it that I saw sound pretty neat. To those who are enjoying Monster Hunter Rise, hanging around being Monster Hunter Rise enjoyers, I hope they enjoy that quest. Am I no longer a Monster Hunter Rise enjoyer? I still enjoy Monster Hunter Rise. I don't know. I miss it. I also don't, if that makes sense. We played a lot of hours of it. There are more things I'd like to do in that game someday, but I'm pretty happy that I'm experiencing this game now. This game is making me have interesting thoughts about the series. I think one of the things that really has stuck out to me is from this game is just how much this game is just Monster Hunter, just like Rise and World or Monster Hunter. Like, so many things that they still have in the newest games trace just all the way back to the very beginning. Just the general structure of it just hasn't changed that much in a really neat way. You'll send me an auto guard mod? I probably won't use it. I'm trying to experience the games as they came out. There is an auto guard. There's auto guard on armor already in this game. Why do you need the mod? I appreciate the offer though. No multi-nights means you're no more shoving your musical taste down your throat. I mean, we're gonna be doing multiplayer nights, but they're gonna be they're gonna be Monster Hunter Freedom multiplayer nights. Nox, if you wanna play through Monster Hunter Freedom and jump into some multiplayer nights, you're welcome to. You can trade with the monster, you can hit it and block. Yep, that's not something I'm interested in. I'm sorry. I like experiencing the games just how they were when they came out. I don't really like using mods or anything like that. We're not playing through these games to try and go through them as quickly as possible or have an easy time necessarily beating the monsters. Looking to experience how the game was and learn the lessons that each game will teach us about stuff, like bring freaking whetstones, stamina items, and heals to a large monster quest, you idiot. It's a question, or that is a lesson we learned pretty quickly. I guess you could, Nox, or you could come play glorious Monster Hunter Freedom with us. All right. Let's hunt Blue Kutku. We gathered our stuff. Hey, Katana. No! I thought he was gonna... That sort of stuff doesn't get old. At first, I was gonna say, I thought he was gonna clip through the wall, because at first he kind of rode up the wall a little bit, and then he just clipped right through. Ah! Let's hit those wings. Or not. Let's not hit the wings. So this quest probably won't be too bad because this lance is pretty damaging. Lance feels pretty alright on Kutku because you can snipe his weak spot, his wings. I want you to imagine that just a day ago, or 2 days ago rather, we timed out on this in the most brutal, demoralizing way possible. This hunter's either terrified of her mind or trying the hardest. We picked this voice, Uchi, because it reminds me of the 4th gen dude who goes, and I love that dude because he has the weird like sound effect. And I love having like one voice sound that's just ridiculous. So having her voice be like pretty normal and then just be like, "Da!" is my favorite. Lance's impact damage? Nope. Lance's cutting damage. Lance has a mechanic where it will sometimes take impact zones, hit zone values, and deal cutting damage for them instead, but it's very obscure. You shouldn't worry about it. What's the plan for now? Grinding armor? We're actually grinding some weapons, 9S. We just started this game over the last week. We played through using all the different weapon types. So I let chat pick what I use a lot of the time. I like having a good option on hand for most of the weapon classes. And so right now we're trying to make a decent green sharpness hammer and a decent set of green sharpness dual blades. It just takes like over 100 ore. Over 100 iron ore. So we're gonna be alternating some gathering and hunting with some mining. Just generally have it be a pretty fun stream. We'll probably do Cephadrome tomorrow night. Is this cuckoo gonna take an hour or two? I don't think so. You'll see. Judging by those flinches, I don't think so. Don't remember a Cuckoo being this zoomy. Blue Cuckoo seems much faster than red Cuckoo. He also seems to have a decent number more HP. Or a decent amount of HP more than red Cuckoo does in the village. He got us. Uh-oh. This looks pretty rough, doesn't it? Too bad he did the most worthless move in his repertoire. Please, no. No, I take it back. You're not useless. In the mood for a chill melancholy track? I'm in the mood for Monster Hunter music tonight, I think. You can still link us to it, though. You figure that's super effective? It is pretty super effective, isn't it? Yeah! Uchi, that voice line plays every time you super pound. It's awesome. No. Apparently every stab. It's not every stab. It's actually every super pound. It's not every stab. I have no idea walking on the sun. Someone else in the chat will have to chime in. Surely someone's done both here. Yep, it's not every stab or anything. It's every unsheath attack, is that it? That might be it. Ah! Aw, my paintball wore off. I really like the da. She's trying her hardest, but she just can't get out. Da Penny! She can't get it out. How many minutes do paintballs last in the game? Like 10. We chucked it before we started fighting him because we were gathering still. That's what I'm saying, Uchi. See, like, The quest structure, the gathering, oh my lord. The Dopeni, they were all here from the start. It's weak. So no, this will not take an hour. Does this game have that hot air balloon in the sky? Nope, I believe that was added in 2nd generation. That's kind of fast. Like I said, this is gonna be fast because Lance has decent green sharpness and this Lance is pretty strong. Imagine timing out to this 2 days ago in the most like humiliating, awful way possible. Look at these PSP graphics. Hello, Super Duper. Yeah, PSP graphics for the win. You guys spend 50 minutes of your day watching that at some point. We also visited 3 Ultimate for Zelda fans' birthday. Uchi, I haven't highlighted that one yet, but we were trying to just do a Village Lagiacrus with Greatsword. It took 2 Rathians, save scumming Might Seed combines, resetting the Kelby Horn quest, and over an hour before we actually got to hunt the Lagiacrus. It's also probably worth a watch. Why is it worth a watch, or why did that happen? Pretty bad RNG. I think I will probably not be doing birthday requests in 3 Ultimate anymore. What was the issue? Okay. I didn't have a greatsword. Okay, I didn't have a greatsword. I wanted to craft a greatsword. We were close to the Rathian greatsword, so I killed 2 Rathians to get the 3 shells that I needed to make the greatsword. We then needed Demon Drug to make the greatsword. So I had like I had to go and get a Might Seed because I only had 1 Might Seed. And then I didn't have enough money to craft the greatsword and get combo books, so I had to keep save scumming the combines in order to not lose to garbage, because it was like a 75% chance and we kept losing the chance. It was pretty bad. Like I said, also probably worth a watch. In hindsight, couldn't you just buy an Iron Greatsword and upgrade it with ore? Maybe. GG's, thanks. It was a mess. I think the reason I probably won't be doing 3 Ultimate as a birthday request game for a while now is I think I like, oh gosh darn it. I like doing games where I, 1, already have weapons to choose from, and 2, I'm kind of familiar with the mechanics, and 3, the weapon stock, or the item stock there isn't gonna be like just awful like that. It sounds like chat actually enjoyed watching it quite a bit, but it's not necessarily how I want birthday requests to work, so I probably won't be doing them in that game until we actually play 3 Ultimate. I'm trying, Nox. Rist is underselling the get a Might Seed arc. It took us like 35 minutes to get a Might Seed and then get the Demon Drugs crafted and then get to craft the Greatsword. It was a lot of me sitting there and molding and like save scumming for the combines. Not sure what's going on. My inventory was full and I had to manage the rewards from the reward screen in my inventory. You can't just send things straight to box. I gotcha, Vio. Oh, what Vio said. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so that was a nice hunt. Now we're gonna go ahead and gather at the farm. Last game was Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, just got a Switch, but they removed the GU demo after the Rise demo. They did? That sucks. I'm sorry, 9S, that's too bad. That's really a bummer. They still have the demos up for some of the stuff on the 3DS, even though those games have been supplanted. That's odd. They probably would if they could, Game God. GU does go on sale pretty frequently, for what that's worth. You can still play the Japanese demo? Oh, interesting. They just got rid of the English one? That's so weird. It's actually not that bad. If you've played any Monster Hunter before, you'll probably be okay playing a demo in Japanese. Demo servers cost money? I guess. I mean, they still have the frickin' 3U Wii U servers up. They still have the free Midnight DLC Quest servers up, so I don't know. What do I know? MH demos are crap anyway. I think if you're actually looking to demo a game or show the game to a friend, they are pretty crap. But in terms of being a Monster Hunter fan and being like, hey, here's your sneak peek at this game you're gonna sink hundreds and hundreds of hours to, they're pretty great. The freaking bug sound in this farm, I didn't notice it, and then someone pointed it out, and I think it was Schmeg, and I could never unhear it. But yeah, GU does go on sale really frequently for like 15 bucks. So if you do not have GU, hang in there, you'll get it. Oh, what the heck? YouTube. I am still listening to that. You like this farm? I do. It's really, really hard to see the fish. I suck at the fishing. But yeah, I like the farm. I don't think I would say it's better than the other ones. Like Portable Thirds and Free Midnights are kind of just like iterations on this farm. But it's special to see a farm all the way back in first gen. It's got some crazy music. A bit more rudimentary, yeah. I have to like freaking squint. And then not just squint, I have to squint and then be ready to like, it's not iframe kind of tight, but it's like a pretty quick reaction test for fishing. There it is. Gen 1 fishing's crazy. I'm gonna make a fishing set sometime. Thanks, Knox. If you already posted that and I missed it, then I apologize. God darn it, I was ready for that. Whoop, I was gonna start playing on top of it. Lost our bait. We probably have enough points to upgrade the farm. While playing GU might just wait for Rise Ultimate. Let's hope it gets announced sometime soon. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Walking on the Sun, that demos are kind of more designed in a way that makes sense if you're a veteran player coming and trying out new mechanics and getting like whetting your appetite for the full game. But in terms of a demo, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I think a demo really should be geared towards people who have maybe never experienced that type of game before as like a way to upsell them into the full game. And I think Monster Hunter demos just don't do a good job of that. I think if they crafted like 2 ranks of village, like with like, let's say you have 6 quests in the demo and 3 of them are like gathering quests and 3 of them are hunting quests, and you can make a couple decisions in terms of armor and weapons, like a tiny bit like, of the actual game, I think that would do a much better job, but it would also be more complicated. So I don't know. I think if they had those sorts of things available in the demo and they had it be guided enough that where it would explain those concepts and how to go through the quests and how to use the materials to upgrade things and kind of choose what you wanted to make, I think that that would be a good way to demo Monster Hunter. Maybe the armor sets you can make early on give you a couple pretty distinct differences in terms of like, oh, this one gives you more defense, this one gives you more attack and speed sharpening, like blah blah blah. The thing is, I'd like it to be like that, Walk on the Sun, where you could actually access the first 2 ranks and play through them how you'd like, but I think that would be too complex and probably a bit too wide-reaching for a demo in terms of giving the player too much to play and being a little bit too much for new players. Whereas right now it's just like, here's the combat system, go have fun, which is also not great for new players. That would be like, here's all the systems, go have fun, which is like nice, but they don't do a good job of onboarding those systems even in the main game once you've paid for the full game. So I think it would have to go hand in hand with them like redesigning the demo process and redesigning how they tutorialize the basics of how Monster Hunter works. Oh man, I don't like eating popo meat. There we go. Meat scraps, vegetable. I've already eaten it once on stream, Uchi. It made me sad. What is this, Nox? Perfect for current gen. What is that? What is that supposed to mean? Popo disliker? No, I love Popo, and so I don't want to eat them. I think I forgot to get pickaxes. No, I have pickaxes. We're good. You just put the shapes in the right slot, just like New World armor. I think that's pretty reductive. I know it's purposely reductive, but I still think it's reductive. Imagine in Generations not having a made set and just getting owned. I'm sure that was me at one point in time. That was my first game. This map is cool. It is. This is Gen 1 Swamp. It is cool until you're fighting 2 G rank Kirin in it with Hunting Horn. Then it's less cool. We're here to mine and then to carry a sootstone ore back to base camp. There's also a Gendry. Let's hunt the Gendry, or the Gendrum rather. So this thing should give you a good idea of why I was really overconfident on the Blue Yonkutku quest. This thing has just a tiny HP pool, and this Sword and Shield does way too much damage. I can see from the URL what that is, Uchi. Alright, there you go. He's dead. So that's why I was so overconfident on that Blue Yonkutku quest, is because that's how long the praise lasts. That's how long most of the quests we've been doing had lasted. Hey, a stun sack. I don't know if I've gotten that card before. Yeah, Nox, that's because you've been shit-talking Rise. Yeah, it's the Monster Hunter cycle, dude. I don't know. I feel like Nox has bashed Rise less than Iceborne. I'll give you some credit. Oh, yeah. I guess you're right, Nox. That would be the other half of the Monster Hunter cycle there, wouldn't it? I'm excited to go back and play World again. I'm really excited to try and experience everything that game has because I haven't done that yet. But I'm also trying not to contribute to the Monster Hunter cycle in any particular way. Outside of convincing folks that all Monster Hunter games are lovely. Including Monster Hunter Freedom for the PlayStation Portable. You like stories too, more than GU? Game Guy, isn't GU like one of your favorite Monster Hunter games? That's some high praise. Like by a mile? Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to play that game sometime. Stories 2 when? When my new computer ever ships. Sag. I was very confident. I was like, oh, I know. There's a GPU shortage for desktop computers. I know. I'll buy a laptop with a GPU in it. Didn't go in my favor. Any idea yet? No. Someday that computer will show up in the mail. Hey, MHU Twitch. Did I watch that Dell Hell video? You know what? I don't think I did. Wrong account? Who's this MHU Twitch dude? What the heck, man? Please do. I'll have to find it again. Could you link me it again? I'm sorry. I think you linked me that a while ago and I missed it. All right, time for the sootstone ore part. Can you link to the music playing? There's no pause in this game. See what I mean? Like, this game was truly ahead of its time. Just like Monster Hunter World, there's no pause, dude. It's crazy stuff. They were so ahead of their time. There you go. You're welcome, Schmo. That's one of the two Monster Hunter Jazz albums. There are two of them. That is the first one. Or actually, I think that's the. I actually don't know which chronologically came first, but that's one of two. All right, let's go. We have a backpacking set on, which means we can zoom right on out of here. This is what you guys are here for. I hope you know. I don't know. If, maybe you thought you were coming to watch someone play Monster Hunter with different weapons. Y'all came to see someone carry a soot stone ore across the old swamp. At least tonight you did. This quest gives an obscene amount of Zenny and an obscene amount of ore just in the rewards. Much more than you can get from most RNG gathering points. So we're going to be doing this quest kind of every other tonight, I think. Soot? Why soot knots? Egg life, best life. It's not even an egg though, it's just a ore. But hello, Monsterino, it's good to see you. I know there have been some folks, I don't know if this is the case for Monsterino or not, but you reminded me. There have been some folks who have been avoiding Rise spoilers this whole time, and so it's been nice to see some of those folks in the last week. With Backpacker, it's really not that intense of a quest. It's a lot, Uchi, but people were doing it. I'm sure that, I mean, if anyone actually managed to go fully spoiler-free and avoid all Rise details this long, they're impressive. I hope they're not here in chat, because they're bound to get spoiled. Still waiting for the PC port. I'm not going to bring up anything from Rise like that's particularly spoilery if I can help it while we're streaming this game, but it's hard for me to guarantee anything. Just because people might mention it in chat. I'll try my best. I'm not going to try and bring up any of the story stuff or final boss stuff or anything, but if anybody else does that on purpose, it'll be lame and I'll kick them, but it's been a long time. That PC release is still a ways off too, which is a bummer. Bye, Nox. Have a good one. There you go. Quest complete. Don't even have a date? I know, it's kind of gnarly we don't still. It's probably gonna be like right in March, I'd imagine. It'd be nice if it was sooner though. Oh, this time we didn't get a bunch of ore. Normally it's like the whole first row of rewards is just ore, but whatever, still got Zenny. Bad RNG. I don't know how long I'm actually gonna want to do this. We have Cephadrome unlocked, and I was kind of waiting. Like, I wanted to get that Iron Hammer and that Iron Dual Blades crafted up. Or at least part of the way through, but we might not wait for that. I hope so, Uchi. Hey, we can make Hurricane. Nice. What's next? Hurricane Plus. We need some Matcha Light. And more Zenny. Can we upgrade the Iron Hammer? We can. I already know I'm not gonna find like a better hammer by loading up the tree again, but let's look at the tree again. All right, iron hammers, we're here. If you go to the bone axe, you need a Rathalos brainstem to get good green. That would be the closest we could. This would be, I think. No, this needs large monster bones. Never mind. The earliest we get green is right here with War Mace. Ridiculous. And then after that, you get the lovely upgrade from War Mace to Iron Striker, where you lose most of your yellow sharpness. See what I mean here? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rarity 1 ore hammer upgrades. Then you lose most of your sharpness. Then you have to upgrade it 1, 2, 3, 4 more times before you get to regular green, like decent green sharpness. This tree is such a meme. It's so bad. Look at this. And we're here. The tree to the right is also kind of cursed with changing elements. You're not wrong. Spiked Hammer Plus, Shell Hammer, Graviton Hammer, Para? No, Fire. Why is this Fire? Torment Hammer, Torment Purgatory. That's such a great name. Nocturne Gigaton. What great names. So this is the Iron Tree. Just for the sake of recap, let's look at the Bone one. The Bone one, you could technically get green quicker, right? You could get here to the Atlas Hammer, and you have a little bit of green and have decent ore. We're trying to get that, I think, in the meantime. I think we might have the Cyclo Hammer Plus right now. But in any case, this is as much green as you can easily get, because this takes Lars Monster Bones and this takes Diablos parts. But this is the earliest, easiest green you can get, and it's not that much. It's just brutal. You can make the Crystal Hammer, but it takes light crystals, which is pretty expensive. This would be pretty decent for us if we could get it. It doesn't take anything too exotic, and it has high raw with a little bit of green. That would be like, outside of the Bone Hammer, this is the other one we could make right now. I probably will if I get the light crystal drop. It's hammer, less sharpness, more blunts is better. If only it worked like that. That'd be interesting if it worked like that. Your stage name is now Nocturne Gigaton. We need more usernames on Twitch named after obscure Monster Hunter items. All right. Warhammer, here we go. This is us committing to the grind. Warhammer Plus. Dude. War Mace. Oh, we got the green sharpness one. Nice. Now we just need 2 more iron ore. It's better than nothing. We're making our way. It's not as bad as I thought. No, ice in this game. There actually is ice, confusingly enough, Uchi. Like, if we talk to... Where is he? There's a peddler. Ice came in 2nd generation. Alternate Alpha, our buddy, was telling us about that. Where's the peddler? Maybe he didn't come through today. And here he is. Old lady's note. What? I missed the dialogue. I mashed through it. What's the old lady's note? We'll have to check here. Ice shot is just water shot. It's misnamed. Shot effective against monsters vulnerable to water. Max 60 shots. Monster Hunter 1, everybody. Truly ahead of its time, because in Rise, we still have garbage translations. Maybe not quite that blatant, but they're still in there. All right, what's the old lady's note? Order note from the old lady at the food ingredient shop. What do I do with it? I'm putting it away for now. Weapon trade? Maybe so. I wonder if I could make... Maybe it's the hammer? Or... I don't think that the kitchen sword and shield or kitchen dual blades are in this game, but let's see. Oh! Oh, I love this thing. We need an egg ticket to make it, though. It's the kitchen knife. Yeah. I think if we look back at the hammer here, I think we're just waiting on, yeah, a light crystal. Well, now we're waiting on matcha light too, but we can make the cyclo hammer. Let's do it. Cyclo hammer plus takes 5 more medium monster bones, which we get from Kutku. I'm gonna let you guys pick my weapon for a regular red Kutku next. We're gonna kind of alternate between the Sootstone quest and some other slaying or gathering quest for a little bit here. So if you want to pick that, go ahead and type !ticket. I feel like I need to apologize that we're just doing like Yan Kutku weapon raffles over and over, but like this is it. This is Monster Hunter 1. I can't magically make it into something where it's like, oh, we have all these different fights. This is just suddenly Monster Hunter Generations. It's like, nope. It's just not that. Nice to be back. It's good to have you back, Uchi. But I feel subconsciously like I need to apologize for the fact that this game is slow. It's like, no, that's just what we're doing. I don't really mind it, Uchi. At least not thus far. We've barely brushed the bullcrap part of it. Don't apologize, this has been fun. It's been nice to meet new people like you, Efe. I'm not really that stressed about it or anything. It's just, I don't know. I'm an apologetic person in general. But I'm commenting on it because I think it's amusing that I feel the need to apologize for it. Oh yeah, we've been doing something fun, Uchi, in that we've been reading lore every night at the end of the stream as a cozy way to wind down the stream. And by that, I mean we've been reading item descriptions, we've been reading the Hunter's Notes, we've been reading the Hunter's Life magazine, yeah, the book in the room. Basically, any of the things that you might normally kind of gloss over because you're trying to menu through to something important, we're trying to spend some time reading. It's been fun. It is kind of a cozy way to end down the stream, I think. Wind down the stream, rather. I'm so bad at this. Nice, Dragon on Fire. That's insane. People tend to not like you because you rarely apologize. I don't know. I think there's a balance in there somewhere. You could be never apologetic or you could be way over apologetic. Just like all things in life, there's some nuance. Yeah, they do, Uchi. I've had people kind of tell me to stop doing that in the past. It's something I've tried to get better about. I think here in the Midwest, folks also just say sorry for like literally everything. So It is sort of a tick, yeah. Like, you and someone, like, walk vaguely close, you don't even get in each other's way, you just kind of get a little closer, like, oh, sorry. I don't really want to get into Midwestern memes because they suck and they're stupid. Seeing someone call out all the things are like, this is just a Midwestern thing is like the most cringe thing imaginable. It's like, some of them might be true, but you don't need to be like, look at these Midwestern memes you'll only get if you're from this part of the US. It's like, ugh. Yeah. Maybe it's funnier if you don't live here. I don't know. You appreciate me feeding you my culture through memes. That's all memes really are at the end of the day. All right, again, if you want to pick my weapon for Red Kutku, go ahead and type ! ticket in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and say last call if you want to pick the weapon for the next hunt. Oh, I'm broke. Nice. As a Canadian, you say sorry more often. Yep, it's a theme around these parts. I don't live in Canada, but I live way up here by Canada. Okay, I still can't hire any more felines, even if I had the Zenny, but I don't have the Zenny. We gotta sell some stuff. That's what flash bombs are for. They're for selling when you're broke. Do we have any golden fish? Nope, no golden fish. That'll be enough, Sunny. Do you know the classic Metal Slug games? I know of them. I have not played them. Alright, let's see what I'm going to use here. I have the 7 weapons to choose from. Game God Hunter, what would you like me to use on a regular Kutku? Looks like all of them are in the eShop and you kind of want to get one, but not all yet, so you're deciding which one to get. I don't know anything about them enough. Like, I know what they look like, but I have no idea what the differences are between the different entries. I wish you luck in researching it, though. Probably fun to find out about. Is it now, Uchi? Just use the weapon on my back? I think we have a bone. No, we have a sword and shield here right now. Is that what you want? I can do sword and shield. It'll be over really quick with sword and shield. Okay. Let's make sure we grab some supplies. I don't think we're actually going to need these supplies for Kutku, but after that Blue Yon Kutku, I'm not taking any chances. I'm bringing my supplies on every quest like a good person. Be too broke for the quest now. Great jump. Oh wait, I forgot I was at the jungle. That's okay. You're doing slots in Dragon Quest tonight, Crystal? I wish you luck. May the RNG be with you. I know you're saying it's not, but still. I don't want an early cart. We've carted. We haven't tripled. We failed, but we haven't tripled yet in this game. Man, did you miss the internet? I'm sure you did, Uchi. I'm doing this quest to get medium monster bones, so it doesn't really matter that we can't really mine all that much. I'll still try and go mining, though. It's good for us to try and gather something of use on every quest if we can. It's very much not. RIP. Sorry. You guys ready for the grossest area? Ugh. Bugs! Bugs everywhere! Oh, what are you playing on? We're playing on a PlayStation Vita because the PlayStation Vita has good video output over USB and it has backwards compatibility with PSP titles. I like trying to show off the games on their, like, on close to or on their original hardware. So if you see me looking down, that's why. I'm looking down at the PlayStation Vita. It's not really worth it to run all the way down to the other cave to gather, but we're still going to do it because we really need the ore. And the cuckoo will take all of 2 minutes, so it's not really that big of a problem. Rosie was such a big help in chat the other night. Rosie came in and was like, hey, here are 3 Yan Kutku scale gathering spots that you didn't know about. One of them was just a spot I didn't even know existed as a gathering spot in Forest and Hills. You're gonna get For You with your upcoming birthday money? Nice, congrats. We played For You for most of last year and it was a really good year. It's a great game. I hope you really enjoy it. It is currently my most played Monster Hunter game. Yeah, it does also pretty frequently go on sale, what FPS just said. I think it's like $8 instead of 12 sometimes? Maybe I'm thinking of 3U. Go away. Thank you. Leave me alone. Oh man, being in this area makes me think about how we're gonna have to hunt Kezu at some point in this game. I'm pretty scared of that, to be honest with you. Kezu's like pretty brutal even in Freedom Night, so I can only imagine what Kezu's like in Freedom. 1 Mocholite, that's it. There's a moss line in here. Hey Marths! Good to see ya. How you doing? How's your cram for school? can't mine at this thing, can you? Nope. It's over now, so that's nice. Good. Congrats that you're done. Props to you. We are spending some time alternating between the Sootstone Ore Delivery quest and just quests for random monsters. We need some medium monster bones for a bone hammer, so we're hunting Kutku right now. We already hunted a blue Yan Kutku earlier. We saw a Kutku here earlier, but it has since moved on. Green sharpness already. I don't know if you looked over the Monster Hunter Boomers Unite room, Marths, but we did the math. There is some discrepancy in how various weapons get green sharpness in low rank, we should say. Now, Sword and Shield is pretty busted in this game. I couldn't tell at first, because at first it's not that noticeable, but this thing feels stronger than a Greatsword or Hammer that I have right now. And the Greatsword I have actually has green sharpness. Oops. No. Give me that iron ore. I need that. It's precious. Like blow for blow? Yeah, like it's flinching monsters as often as Greatsword is. Like each hit probably isn't quite a Greatsword hit, but in terms of how quickly you can hit, it does as much damage as Greatsword does right now. No, give me that ore. Just trying. So, Sword and Shield. Actually, give me a minute. When I get to the there we go. When I get to another area, I'm gonna read you off the numbers that we added up. But there is a huge discrepancy in terms of how many materials it took to get this Sword and Shield to green sharpness, and how long it takes to get certain other weapons to green sharpness. It's kind of nutty. I guess I could just show you visually on screen, but I added them up, so I think it's worth quoting the numbers. Thank you, Mosswine. It's weak. Now, Village Yan Kutku. This red Kutku is not so bad. Blue Kutku has like double the HP of this thing. But Sword and Shield is quite strong. Shouldn't have bear there. Here. Are there really red skins in this game? Are there any behavioral differences? Yes. Blue Kutku is like easily, I would say almost twice as fast when raged as regular Kutku. Either that or regular Kutku just doesn't rage. One of the two. I think regular Kutku rages, but he's just not anywhere near as fast. This is in low rank village, of course. So, Marths, there is a highlight of something on YouTube I was describing to Uchi earlier that I think you will enjoy watching. And that is one of the worst quests I've had in a very long time happened earlier this week. We had just been given our first dual blades pick. I didn't have any dual blades, so I crafted the base bone dual blades. And like based on this hunt like this, right? Like this hunt didn't take very long. I was like, I can bring those base dual blades. They'll be fine. There's a Kutku quest in Forest and Hills. They'll be all good. So I bring the base bone dual blades. Now for this quest, we didn't use all of the herbs. We didn't use any of the whetstones I brought. We didn't use the potions, whatever, right? I load into the quest. It's Blue Kutku. I'm like, oh man, Blue Kutku, cool. He has over twice the HP. I have about 10 hits of yellow or like 15 hits of yellow or something. We ran out of health items and out of health gathering spots. We ran out of whetstones and whetstone gathering spots. I forgot my barbecue spit and ran out of rations. We timed out bludgeoning its knees with red sharpness, and Mind's Eye from Demon Dance. It was the worst quest I've had in a very long time. It was very humbling. Like, hey, it doesn't matter if this is early on in the game, you need to be prepared and bring items and the right supplies and stuff. Diamond, thanks for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the Monster Hunter on display so far. Trying to show off Monster Hunter Freedom. So anyways, that was just, it was a very rough quest. We ran it back. We went back and we got a different pair of dual blades and we brought in the proper supplies and it was just fine. Like, we managed it in like 20 minutes, I think. But it was a really rough quest. I was telling people that the last time I think I had a quest that bad was the one in 4 Ultimate where we had to kill the cats in the cat village for like 20 minutes. So we got some Zenny from that quest. Not a ton, but we got a couple bits of Zenny. We got some medium monster bones. Not enough to finish the upgrade, I don't think. Nope, but we got 3 of them, which is pretty good. Pretty good for one quest. It was good RNG in the rewards. There aren't stacks of 99. No, they're stacks of 10. Things stack in your inventory using the same stacks that they would stack in your item pouch. So that's like 60 or 70 honey, which is still a lot. I haven't used it to craft anything yet. And that's only from gathering out in the field. I don't have a honey spot in the farm yet. Speaking of which, I keep meaning to look into the upgrades for the farm. We need to do that this time. Let's actually do that right now before we do anything else. Because we probably have a decent number of points from the quests we've been doing in the village. Fishing Pier +1, Mushroom Tree +1. Cool. That means we can fish more times now, which means that I can fail at fishing more times now. Whoops, we already harvested these. Your mobile viewing ass had to take a call just now, so you missed everything after the dual blades mention. I recounted a story about how the blue Kutku had over twice the regular Kutku's HP. I didn't bring proper supplies, and I ended up timing out, bashing its knees in with red sharpness demon dance. We made it limp twice, but it limped away and slept. And we timed out on it. It was one of the most humbling, awful quests I've had, basically since the time in in 4 Ultimate where we had to kill the cats in the cat village for stamina items on bow. It was that bad. It's a highlight on YouTube if you want to relive it. We also visited 3 Ultimate this week, Martz, for Zelda fan's birthday, and I think you would enjoy that as well. But anyways, we did eventually go back in and properly prepare for that quest, but it was very humbling. It's like, hey, I know this is early on, but this game isn't afraid to that was jarring. This game isn't afraid to throw a curveball at us early on and give us high HP on the monster. Whoa, look, the dock is so much longer now. I bet we get different fish from the second fishing spot. You can see them a little easier, maybe. Copium. Unless that wasn't a problem. We ran out of stamina items, health items, whetstones. I forgot my barbecue spit, and we gathered every whetstone and health spot on the map that we could. What dual blades did I use on Freemanite G-Rank Tigrex? I think raw duels. If memory serves, when you get to Tigrex and Freemanite, you don't have access to great G-Rank Thunder duels. Like, there are the chainsaws, and I think they're okay, but they have bad sharpness, so I went with, probably Narga. It was so bad, Marks. It was, like I said, one of the most just absolute humbling experiences. And if I just brought the right supplies, it wouldn't, I mean, like, we went back in, it was purely, it was not like a, I don't have enough damage for Kutku, or I just can't deal with these crazy patterns Kutku's handing to us. No, it was just, I came in absolutely unprepared, and the game was like, absolutely screw you, get out. And I was like, okay, bye. The Thunder ones are good, but the 4 Kieran Azure horns are not. Yeah, I never made those ones. I couldn't be arsed to fight G-Rank Kutku or G-Rank Kieran that many times. Also, do you even have Kieran before you get to Tigrex? I feel like you don't. Maybe that's a high rank drop. Even still, I couldn't be arsed to fight high rank Kieran either. I was a little bit less like holistic about Monster Hunter back then. You have G3 Elders? Oh, okay. Same tier. Gotcha. Toast NATO, I like your name. God, I suck at the fishing. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like trying to sit here and squint and like be ready to like mash the button so fast. Okay, I got it. Very epic fishing music. It's not like an iframe timing, but it's like, it's pretty tight in this game. They don't give you much time to hit the button. It almost feels like some fish are more lenient with their timing than others, which is absurd, but could exist. Gosh darn it. It 100% exists in the later game, so it probably exists here. Oh, okay. Well then, maybe it's not that absurd. How do you guys feel about this theme? I have like zero affinity for this theme. It's not a vibe that really feels super cozy or villagey to me. I don't hate it, but it's like, it would rank basically bottom of my village theme list if I had to choose one. It's okay though. I don't really spend much time in this oratorium. How about this one, Crystal? Bait. This is a playlist I cooked up. It's on YouTube, Mark. It's an all city town themes playlist. Yeah, this is Stories 1. Ooh, Pog, we got the oil. Oh, but we don't need it this time. Gosh darn it. Vegetable and fish. Enjoy your lurk, Diamond. Cheers. Like I said earlier, nice to meet you. All right, time for more sootstone ore. Oh, I'm sorry. Try again, and you might already know, but if you're wanting extra iron ore on your sootstone runs, you can speak to the elder in the swamp and trade monster bones for them. What kind of monster bones, Sai? I'm sorry if you already said that and I missed it. I didn't mean to. Small, and no, it's okay. Okay, we'll bring some. We probably have a lot of small monster bones. And that's probably worth doing so we can get out of this ore grind hell, right? 19. Sure, why not? Hope you remember, right? It's not like husks or something. Well, we'll find out. If it's not, no worries. It's a funny sentiment to have music make you feel like Ensign Boot. I've heard this one before. We need both, Sai, so either one would be useful. Oh, I forgot to read off the... Okay. Hang on, this is vaguely important. So the reason that we're getting so much ore is because we need some weapons, right? So that sword and shield we just used to put down that cuckoo very quickly. That sword and shield took 11 iron ore, 9 earth crystals. That's all it took to upgrade. The lance we used before that, 17 iron ore, 12 small monster bones. It's pretty okay, right? It's just a couple upgrades in. To get your first green sharpness on hammer, you need 62 iron ore, 29 disc stones, and 5 matcholite, and that's a sliver of green. To get usable green, you have to put in 137 iron ore, 74 disc stones, 50 matcholite for decent green sharpness. I'm going to show you the tree. I already showed this on stream today, but I'm going to show it again because it's that cursed. This is the tree. Rarity 1 iron hammer. 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 Oh, you're in rarity 2. We're going to reset your sharpness. Rarity 2 iron hammer. Rarity 2 iron hammer. Rarity 2 iron hammer. Rarity 2 iron hammer. And after 9 upgrades, you get to the same point that Sword and Shield gets in 11 iron ore. I'm not that mad about it. I just think it's ridiculous. What is this? Aside padding, what is this? I might sound mad. I'm mainly just doing it for dramatic intent. Just keep bringing it up. I'm gonna keep bringing it up because we're sitting here mining ore all night. You know why? I'm not upset about it though, Uchi. I think I have to be upset. Like I'm strapped in. I'm here for this. I just think it's ridiculous. Thank you, Sai, for the tip on this. It's not about being upset. No. Also, I'm not even done. I'm not even done. Hang on. So we theorized like, oh, maybe that's something where like, you know, hammer has mind's eye, it has high raw, maybe it doesn't need that sharpness, whatever. Maybe it's just a way of balancing the game. Like you give Sword and Shield easy green sharpness, but it's not as strong, or it wasn't supposed to be as strong, whatever. But then you get to dual blades. And in order to get dual blades to have any decent green sharpness, you need 13 iron ore, 43 earth crystals, 26 matchalite ore, and 45 disc stones on dual blades. Now I'm done. So there goes that idea. Thanks, Veggie. So, thank you, Sai, for tipping us off to the fact that we can trade for some more iron ore and disc stones. Sword and Shield really is the insect glaive of freedom. Someone was talking about that the other day in the Discord, Marth. It's like you were reading over a conversation or something. They brought up IG. They were like, yeah, I can't stand using IG in 4U early on when the bug's so slow. And I was like, yeah, you can't stand using it, even though it gets like, hey, you need 4 null berries and 3 insect husks, and we're gonna give you a bunch of green and raw. Like, it's just like this. IG gets green and raw so easily in 4U. What you need to do is what Aang did, and just get to Bizarrios, then hunt Bizarrios into non-existence for all the ore. I don't think I'm actually going to grind up all of Iron Hammer and all of Iron Duels before we keep going, but I'm going to spend an evening doing this, like what we're doing tonight. Then we'll probably, I think we're going to do Cephadrome tomorrow night. It's our next urgent. I am looking forward to getting some of those monsters. I'm excited to see what comes in the third rank of Village. Excited to see what new fights we get to do. Just Kutku, Gendrome, and Velocidrome is getting pretty old. Love how rusted weapons are a lesser task upgrade than this game's Iron Hammer. For me, it's like, for one, I haven't added up the Zenny yet, so I don't actually know how much Zenny it is to upgrade all that way. It's just natural green, or not natural green, to get decent green. But to me, it's not even just like, oh, it takes that much ore. It's not even that it takes 137 ore. It's that it's spread over 9 upgrades. Like, you think about going through 5 upgrades and still having rarity 1 in any other game, and it's like, what? What were they thinking? Thank you, music. GU has that? No. I don't believe you. AVGN is proud of me? Oh no. Let's not turn that into a tick. What were they thinking? First gen is always padded. Look at Assassin's Creed 1 verse 2. I have no context for it, but I'm going to assume that Assassin's Creed 1 is padded. This spot's really good. The double para into there's nothing else there is just the most Monster Hunter. Wait, did I dream? Okay, we pulled up the iron hammer tree the other day. Did I dream this? Someone said it was their desktop wallpaper. Did someone make this tree their desktop wallpaper because they needed it to like reference it, or because it's a meme? Also, am I hallucinating? Did someone actually say that? I'm pretty sure someone said that. Someone said that, so I think that just kind of flew. You're using it? Are you using it because it's a meme or because you need it, Harurush? Both? Okay, at least it's both. I was just thinking I might make this my phone wallpaper sometime because it's such a meme. And because there are 9 upgrades, it's the right aspect ratio for a phone wallpaper. It's an aspect ratio joke. What of it? This game broke you? Shut up. What? This isn't fun? Hello, Elephant. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. How was your stream? You playing more Minecraft tonight? How was it? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Hello, Elephant, and Raiders. We are doing a sootstone ore run right now. Uchi, I thought you were actually telling me to shut up. We set up an axolotl aquarium. I heard they added those to the game. I've never seen one. I haven't played Minecraft in just forever. Hope everyone's doing well tonight from Hello Elephant stream. We're spending an evening just grinding up materials for weapon upgrades here. It's a very chill, laid-back night in Freedom. Couple hunts, lots of ore runs. They're pretty cute. I'm gonna look up a picture because I haven't seen one. Oh, well. Actual axolotls are cute, but so are Minecraft ones. Aw, they really are. I like their derpy mouth. Cute. Hello, Balbizu. Can you tell if this is a good game for someone interested in experiencing first-gen Monster Hunter? Balbizu, I think there's going to be 2 main experiences one should have in first-gen Monster Hunter. If you only want to pick one, pick this game, because it's got Garuga, it has a farm, it's going to be more streamlined to get through than the PS2 entries. The PS2 entries are going to be far less streamlined than this. And when I say that, I mean that in a couple ways. This game has a farm where the ones in the PS2 doesn't have a farm, so it's less materials and harder to get to materials. You have to actually go out and gather everything out in the field. But more so, the PS2 entries have full-on online hubs, which in Monster Hunter 1, you can experience with a private server these days, where you can actually play online multiplayer with folks in Monster Hunter 1 and go through that experience. In Monster Hunter 2, there's an emulator patch to experience it solo. You can ask our friend in the chat, Alternate Alpha, about that. But the main difference there is that the quests are going to be scaled much higher. Like, there's going to be more HP. The monsters are going to hit harder on the PS2 versions. And you have to grind up your HR to unlock a lot of things in the PS2 versions, which is a distinctly different experience than Freedom, from what I can tell, where there either isn't as much hunter rank grind or it's like removed entirely. So take that as you will. It depends on what you're looking to experience. I'm not particularly looking to experience high rank hunter rank grind. Maybe someday, but I'm more interested in experiencing this game's fights and weapons, and so here we are doing that in Monster Hunter Freedom. I think it's probably a decent way of experiencing first gen. Man, we got really unlucky on the RNG again. Or maybe we were just getting really lucky before when we were doing this quest. Usually you get like a bunch of ore and earth crystals. You remember traveling all the way to the box in this map on Monster Hunter 1, moving the right stick by accident and dropping the ore. I'm sorry. Just, it's funny that you said I'm actually having a standardly great time with this game. I am. I'm enjoying this. Like, I think somebody else might be sitting here and just actually mauling out about this game's weird balancing decisions, I just think they're ridiculous. I just think they're baffling and ridiculous. Like, it is just, who would design this? How did the game where you can spend like 10 hours making iron hammers before you get to green sharpness, how did the game with that get a sequel? How did that happen? It's not usually if it's only occurred once. Well, it's occurred the first like 3 or 4 times I did that quest crystal. By satisfying crazy people like you. I mean, I guess I am sitting here playing it and going, this sure is fun. I like this. Like, I'm the reason. I'm the reason this game, well, I'm not the reason this game got a sequel, because I did not play Monster Hunter back then. But people like me, people like you and I, you're watching someone do this, are the reason this game got a sequel. We like the pain. I suppose I do too. You actually enjoy gathering? I do too, Hall Elephant. I enjoy gathering, maybe not on the scale of, oh god, I shouldn't do this. Hang on. I enjoy gathering, but right now, the 2 items that we're making are going to total to, hang on. $150 iron ore. $119 disc stones. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. Oh no. 76 motulate. And 43 earth crystals. I like gathering, but maybe not that much. No, I actually hadn't done that particular math yet, Jexp. What I had done is I had added up the dual blades and the hammer individually. That was the dual blades and hammer added together. All right. Yep, the bee is there, Churrito. He's having a good time. Anticipating the number like it's a punch. It's not just the number of it, it's the fact that it's like iron ore, you can get that. Like disc stones, you can get that. Like 76 motulate ore? Oh my goodness. It's just gonna be a gradual goal we'll have to work through. Like I'm really not going to sit here and do this until we get all these upgrades. But I am gonna spend an evening doing this because I want to. What did you do on your hot Friday night, Mike? I pressed square on some rocks. Turns out you did raid another Minecraft stream. You didn't even realize it, but the iron ore transcends boundaries. That's okay. We're enjoying some music from some various Monster Hunter games. Is this infinite fishing? No, you get a certain amount of bait per quest rotation. The number of bait you get goes up with the fishing pier upgrades. You start off with, I think, 3 or 4. Now we have like 4. Or I think you start off with 3 and 1 fishing spot. Then you get 4 bait and you get 2 fishing spots, or maybe 5 bait and 2 fishing spots. Worked like this in Freeman Knight as well, except Freeman Knight had the net machine at the end of the dock once you finish the other fishing upgrades. In Freeman Knight, you can just buy the fish to save your sanity. That's okay. I really don't mind the variety of getting to go by the farm in between quests. Granted, we're doing lots of gathering in the quests too, so it's not that much variety, but it's some. Do Geoprey have the exact same model as White Velociprey? I think so. Maybe they might be a little more blue. Oh, I already did this or something. I think he just does that sometimes. Even if there aren't other preys around, I think he just pauses like that sometimes. It's like their weird taunt. But it does have that effect in combat, doesn't it?
Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody want coffee?
Screw you. Health down. Alright. I'm gonna try and not bring up the Blue Kutku quest or the amount of ore that we're gathering again. Because I know that's basically compromised like half of the conversation tonight. Well, that's just a given, Jane Office. This Monster Hunter Free music sounds super familiar. We're listening to some other music, Precious Stones. When you do it, Mars. Don't know why, but this music's giving you some serious. I was listening to this when I was crafting acidic lavinus weapons. I can place that too. Running around, crafting gear. I really am looking forward to revisiting that game. I'm really torn about what game I want to play after this one, which, I mean, I probably shouldn't get too ahead of myself because who knows how long this game's going to take me, but I'm really torn about if I want to play 3U, GU, or World after this. Freedom OST goes hard. Oh, yeah. Did I say UG? I meant GU. Did I actually say UG? Please tell me I didn't. GU is a solid choice. After playing Rise, it made me really excited for GU because of all the different ways you can play that game. And because of some of the really tough fights I just have never experienced in there. You said UG, but don't worry about it. That's bizarre. Weird. I was about to correct you and be pedantic, Uchi. Yeah, it is nice music. They'd already switched to Ultimate though, Marks. Like a long time ago before that. Just, are you saying just as like a throwback? It'll be something like the 5th or 6th time for me if it was going through low rank, but that's okay. I've played through that game co-op. I've played through that game before I started streaming and playing through the games thoroughly. So I've experienced that game's low rank a lot of times, but playing through GU the way we're playing through games now is going to be so drastically different than how I played through GU before that I'm really excited for it whenever we end up doing it. Hey IRB Goodja, how you doing? Yeah, we'll have to split it up over a couple seasons, kind of like what we did with 4 Ultimate. I'm trying to pronounce your name. Mapotofu Gaming. Mapotofu. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know if I am. I got the gaming part down. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hard A. I just realized I don't even know what a hard A is. Like, I can pronounce the different A sounds, but I don't know which one of them is the hard one. It's a joke name, but it's correct. Okay, Mapatofu then. What would that be, Marks? Mape Tofu? No. Mape Tofu? Could be. Mape Tofu? Okay. Like I said, I've realized I don't know. Stop digging further down. Alright, I will. I like your name. Mape Tofu. Trackstar, thanks for the raid. How you guys doing? Welcome in. They might get stuck in an ad, but they were they were streaming Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer? That's awesome. Hi Trackstar, how was your Pod Racer stream? That's really rad. How was your stream tonight? Thanks for the raid. Pod Racer. Now this is pod racing. All these low-hanging fruit being grabbed by chat. Played that game so much as a kid. I played that at a friend's house. It was very fun, definitely a nostalgia blast. For me, the N64 game that would have that kind of a nostalgia blast would be Rush 64. It was a legitimate, it was like a racing game. There were a couple different racers on N64. And Rush was decent. The part that would be nostalgic to me is there was like a trick mode and like a trick stunt map that was just like polygons that you drive the cars over, and the cars would just like the physics would just like flip out, and you could like, if you hit them at the right angle, you could have the car just like brrr, just like spam spin in the air and get like a million flips, a million points. It was fun. Thank you for the gift sub, Quill. Cheers, Trackstar, enjoy. That would be the nostalgia blast for me, is me and my friend would load up that stunt map and just try and see who could get like the most busted, crazy physics exploit point combo. It's good stuff. Yeah, thank you, Quill. Enjoy Trackstar. And like I said, thanks for the raid. We are working on gathering and doing some kind of basic hunts in this game tonight. I remember being really bad at Pod Racer. Was Pod Racer hard? I feel like Pod Racer was hard. I might have also just sucked, but I feel like Pod Racer was hard. The internet ruined you, you only hear Pod Racer. As a kid, it was hard. I had a hard time with it. Was it not hard for you this evening? That's good. When you looked at the gameplay, it doesn't look that difficult. That's funny. All of us have the same experience of being like, how does this game work? Monka steer. Come to think of it, I feel like you could make a really good Jake Lloyd Monka steer emote. I feel like that's a thing you could do. Might have to hit up the Sentis about that. It is Crystal, yeah, I switched. Whoop. Oh, that instant fireball. Into instant charge. In the movie, Marks. He's a little slow to our man. I'm getting the hang of aiming in this game, which feels good, because it really is drastically different control inputs than Freemium Night. To like enter this aiming mode and then properly aim feels quite clunky. A Kut Ku cool? Yeah, it's a blue Kut Ku, Kazuki. Welcome. How did stick attack bowgun play? You clicked the stick. I don't know what the aiming was like. I can't really remember exactly how you aimed. You probably aimed with the stick, but you clicked the stick in to shoot, which was kind of rad. Aiming with the D-pad? Oh, okay, right. So it's not that far off from what I'm doing here. Ah. Dodge right into that. How's work been? Have they made you the owner yet? No, I was late to work twice this week. I felt like a buster. Gotta be a little more careful with my sleep. I was trying to be last night and it didn't really work out very well. So that's been the downside of my week, was just like, I don't know, I hate being late for work. I hate anytime I let somebody down at a job, so that wasn't super fun. But work itself has been good. I have been feeling like I've been doing a better job at the job when I'm there on time. We're all fallible though. So this hurricane's gonna suck. Where are you, Weebudro? Or like what hurricane is coming in, if you don't mind me asking? I hope everything goes okay for you. Just stay safe. A Monster Hunter themed cafe sounds pretty awesome. I am not J Novice. Not even slightly. Category 4, you're in Mississippi. I have family down there. I think it's called Ike. I hope you guys are safe. Same to you, Crystal. When's that supposed to hit you guys? Florida's safe, it probably isn't gonna hit us there. Oh, okay. Sunday? Well, I'll think of you guys that day. I'll think of you and my family that day. Let us know how you're doing. Obviously, we're not the most important folks in your life, so you should tell about that, but let us know sometime how it went. I hope it's nice and safe for you. If you have power, sure. Yeah, like I said, not even close to the people who actually need to like go out and let know how you're doing, but I do hope you're all right. There is Marths, isn't there? Nuance to everything. What intense music. Yo, he has that attack. I hadn't seen that attack yet. Is Heavy Bowgun always this clunky in Freedom, or are you just rusty with the controls? The aiming is always this clunky. This is actually me doing my best that I've done so far with the aiming, I think. So there's two types. I'll explain it once he leaves the area. I'll explain the aiming types. There's two different types of aiming. This type of aiming is pretty clunky, but I prefer it to the scope aiming. I think he's leaving now. He's gonna run around for a little bit, but he's gonna leave. So there's two types of aiming. One type of aiming, I guess you can just shoot from the hip, right? That's a classic way of aiming in early games, is you can just kind of point and shoot, which works when something is level with you. It's okay, Uchi. I'm not gonna say that I'm good at this game. So you've got that. You've got aim from the hip and just shoot, which works sometimes. You can hit his head some of the time like that, but not very often for Kritku. He only dips it down low enough sometimes. There's the scope aiming, where you tap R and then you can move the scope with the analog stick, but you're stuck in place. You can't move and do this. Like, I am using the same stick I used to move my character to move this right now. To me, this always feels claustrophobic and bad, and I hate it. The other way of doing the camera in Free Me Night, how it works is you hold down R, and when you hold down R, it enters this mode, which makes lots of sense. You hold down R instead of pressing R, and you get this. In this game, how you get to that is you hold down L, so that opens up your item bar and your ammo bar, right? You're still moving around. The D-pad still just turns the camera. To enter third person, you then have to press up on the D-pad. So like you press up on the camera controls, and then all of a sudden... Wait, what? My crosshair's gone. Okay, all of a sudden, then you, like when you press up on the D-pad, then you enter this mode. And in this mode, you have to keep the L button held down. You can move around. You can't move the camera at all, except for this. And yeah, the controls are not great for this type of aiming, but this is the type of aiming that feels natural to me. I use this type of aiming in all of the Monster Hunter games. I can't stand the scope, so I'm getting used to it. I'm still acclimating. Interesting controls. It's the same, this aiming style is the same in Freedom 2, actually. I tried out some Freedom 2 earlier this year, and it has aiming that also works differently like this from Free Me Night. Free Me Night, I think, feels, I mean, as natural as you can feel while clawing a PSP, Free Me Night actually makes sense, at least. Always love the scope, just not for me. It always feels claustrophobic and bad to me, but if you like it and you can use it, power to you. It seems more straightforward. So many raids. Oh my goodness. Did you ever test out the 2 different types of aiming camera settings? I tried them and it doesn't seem to switch that much. We'll have to try again. Proto Anthony, thank you so much for the raid. Would you say GU has better controls? Kazuki, every game that follows this game has better controls. It is not a contest. How was your stream, Anthony? How you doing? You don't like special scopes? I don't like any of the scopes, bowguns. Or like, I don't like using the scope on bowguns at all. Whoops. You tired? Aw, that's okay. Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. I hope we had a good time. Just messing with you. I figured Kazuki you'd have to be. Will this tree save me? Probably not. Nope. Nope. I like how quickly I was like, can this tree save me? And the game was like, nope, double nope. First the fireball went straight through, then the Kutku just went straight through too. He's magical? It's the magic blue Kutku, dude. Wow. The game or just life? Yes. Well, I hope you get some rest from one and the other, Proto Anthony. Oops. Ouch. Nice. Does the tree exist for you? I'm about to test that. It'd be hilarious if we could also roll through the tree. The tree does exist for us, just not for Kutku. This song doesn't fit? I'm enjoying it. Smash this Kutku? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. One second here. Do you think this is your first Blue Yon Kutku hunt? It sure is. I'm not shooting you out there. I know better. You gotta come in here. I'm not shooting you. There you go. Down to normal 1. If we'd shot a little better, I bet we'd be able to do this in just normal 2. But we missed a good chunk of shots. 92. We've been adding quite a few through the end of Rise. We went a little crazy with quotes. Why that quote? It was funny in the moment. I don't know if it's as funny now. It's still funny? Okay, that's good. Was watching Angani play MH1. Hunter rank takes forever to increase in that game. Yeah, those games, Monster Hunter 1, Monster Hunter G, and Monster Hunter DOS, and I guess probably Tri to a certain extent, were kind of designed around being something you'd play day in and day out online, way before the idea of like an online service game or like a game as a service was a thing. It's not like that's really the inspiration behind them, but they had scheduled rotating events, and they had like certain days of the week that were sale days where you could go and get items on sale, and they were something that you were supposed to just keep playing online, and something that were supposed to take a while. The progression in Monster Hunter definitely got streamlined down for a little while. I mean, even now, I guess, the progression, even in a game like this, is streamlined compared to that. It's interesting to see. Nice. Medium monster bones, we need those. Nice. That's all the medium monster bones we needed. Thanks, Blue Kutku. Tri had festivals, DOS had a defense raid sort of system. It was neat. Yeah. So the early online games had online modes that were far more in-depth than the online that we came to kind of be familiar with from 4 Ultimate onwards, which is what I'm personally familiar with as online in Monster Hunter. The online for, I guess, 3U, 3 Ultimate, 4 Ultimate, Generations Ultimate, and then a little bit of World and Rise. World and Rise have a little bit more going on again, but the online from 3U to GU is very much like, here are all the quests. Every once in a while you're going to get some new DLC for free, but it's mostly just like, here are the quests, you can do them as much as you like. The game progression is more tied around like how much have you done rather than HR, although there are some things that are unlocked via HR. In G, there's like absurd amounts of grinding to unlock certain fights, from what I understand. So it's interesting in terms of its difference. And yeah, Angani's playing through that game, no healing, of course, which is impressive as hell. And we're playing through this game because we're not a real one. G is not a game, it's a lifestyle. Sweet, 6 more medium monster bones, and we have the Atlas hammer, which will have a little bit of green. Ooh, oh no, sorry. I saw this heavy bowgun on our back, and I thought that we'd upgraded the hammer, and it looked like this now, and I was like, whoa, that's a cool hammer, man. Not a hammer. Very cool hammer. I don't know. I legitimately think, Uchi, that Angani is one of the most dedicated, thoughtful Monster Hunter players that I've encountered anywhere. Like, there are other people who are that thoughtful. And, I mean, a lot of them are like speedrunners, where they put that thought towards speedrunning. And you don't necessarily see it all the time because they post their runs, and it's like the summation of all the thought they've put into that matchup. But Angani is so impressive in that way. And I wish that I could, like, I wish I could play with, like a tiny portion of the brain cells that they probably put into the games. I feel like every long once in a while, my brain actually manages to get to the point where it's like, oh, I'm in tune with this matchup. I'm making intelligent decisions. Wow, this must be what it feels like to be like paying attention all the time, which I feel like I wish I could pay more attention to things all the time, but my brain just doesn't always let me pay close attention to patterns and openings and stuff like that. Maybe someday. Martz, I read that message and I remember that clip, and then it kind of hit me a day or two after, or not a day or two afterwards, but a moment or two after, and I was like, Germa was indeed fooled by the face camo on Arbok. Uchi, you missed Germa doing IRL The Sims. With chat controlling him and other people. Like they got a giant stage set. Hang on. You saw a bit of it today. It was pretty incredible to be. I only caught the tail end of it live, but it was pretty incredible stuff. I'm grabbing it for you, Crystal. God, I freaking love Germa. So many years of laughing at one dude on the internet. Really, Uchi, for real. It made me feel like a slacker watching him. I was like, damn, I suck. Like, wow. I mean, I wasn't actually beating myself up for it, but it did put in context for me. It's like, I just boot this game up and I play Monster Hunter every night. Germa's out here, like, making folks laugh and doing giant IRL The Sims and breaking geodes and stuff. It's like, what am I doing? Hear lots of talk of this Germa guy on here, but you have no idea who he is. He's a variety streamer. Yeah, he's a variety streamer that plays lots of different games. He's kind of a comedian. I don't know how else to describe it. I think you'd have to pick a game that you know well, or pick a game that you're interested in and watch him play it for a little while and kind of just see the hilarity unfold. Germa's the kind of funny that it's actually kind of hard to tell you why Germa is funny. But once you watch it and you hear his laugh with like the proper build up to like a goofy thing happening, you'll be sold. He is a very creative comedian variety streamer is how I would describe Germa. I've been watching him for a really long time. I don't really watch him on Twitch that much. But I used to watch him on YouTube a whole ton back when he used to play Team Fortress 2. Shouldn't take away that you bring what you bring to the table. Thanks. I'm really not trying to be that hard on myself. Don't worry. Germa is just so incredibly creative with stuff like that and out there in terms of pioneering new ways to make fun content on Twitch that it's just like, it makes any normal gameplay stream on Twitch kind of pale in comparison, at least in terms of creativity. That's all. How you doing, DeSantis? Welcome, welcome. Thanks, Kazuki. Both you and Jack for the kind words. Y'all are very kind. I promise I'm not trying to be too hard on myself. I don't know. Germa's pretty incredible. So is Angani Giza. So is Rosianna. Uchi, you mentioned Rosie as well. I think it's neat that you can appreciate different things about different streamers, even if it's the same game or the same series of games. Different folks have different skill sets and personalities. It makes it really fun. To watch those people and to get to interact with them. I'm so grateful I get to interact with Angani and Rosianna because they're both such cool people. Oh, did I call you Jack, J Novice? God darn it. I hate when I call people the wrong name. You guys both have orange names that start with J and it threw me off. J Novice, thank you for the kind words. I hate that so much. I did that in real life recently. So there are several coworkers who all have the names that start with C. The names that start with C. Who all have names that start with C. And there was a new guy whose name started with C, and a guy who'd worked there before me whose name started with C, who it was their last day or one of their last days, and I came by because I was getting coffee or something, and I walked up and just dead ass just called him the wrong name. I called him this new guy's name. And my brain didn't even realize it. And he was like, I'm not that name. And I was just kind of like, It was so bad. I felt so awful and I never saw him again. Like, if he ever comes by for coffee, I have to deal with that being our last interaction. No, if he was there if he was there all the time, Martz, I would have been able to like pave over this. If I ever see that human being again, I have to live with the fact that I just straight up called them the wrong name, despite having known them for months at that point. So bad. Oh, so awkward. Sorry, I hadn't thought about that in a little bit. Did I explain it? No, what's there to explain? I've known him for months. Like, I mean, he knows there's another guy with that name that works there, but like, that's not an excuse for calling him the wrong name and then not realizing it. Like, if you say someone's name, like if I call like somebody the wrong name for a second and then I correct it immediately, it's like, oh, my tongue slipped. If I call you the wrong name and I don't even realize that's the wrong name, that's really bad. That feels so awkward and careless. Need to move away. I think you're right, IRB. Good job. I think I do. I'm sorry. I deal with a lot of names. I'm kind of a big shot on Twitch.tv. No, Martz. I don't think you can say that IRL. On here, it's like, on here I get to use the John, like, oh, I get to use the excuse, oh, somebody else has that color name. Or, oh, there are a lot of names on here that I read for hours on end. Real life, there's like, what, 10 people you work with? 15? I guess it depends on the company you work for, but like, that you can't use that excuse like, oh, sorry, there's a lot of people with the name C here. It's like, no. Maybe if it's like a big company, but it's not. It was bad. Sorry, that just reminded me of that, and I had to share that story because it was just really, really painful. Painfully awkward. I was about to like address the camera and be like, like say their name and apologize as if they were watching, and I almost called them the wrong name again on stream. Not that they're here watching, they don't watch the stream, but like I almost called them the wrong name again. Oh God. Oh God. Which probably means that like if I see them again, there's the potential for me to call them the wrong name again. It's actually making me stressed. Good thing I won't. I probably won't. You're right. I'm like lightheaded from like laughing and slightly hyperventilating. Hydration obtained. That's a clip. Probably. Oh yeah, Veggie Elder. I don't think I brought small monster bones this time. I did not. That's okay. That's not how you deal with getting light with being lightheaded, Martz. I don't know why you'd think that. Oops, I chucked a stone at the wall. My character like got the wrong carve and their pickaxe broke and they were so upset they just like pitched the stone at the wall. Exactly, Darapico. We've all been there, right? Just want to throw the darn pickaxe at the wall. If there's one thing that I can definitely say for sure about Ancient Forest, it's that the themes in there, what a banger. What a great set of themes. And there are other things you can say for that map too, but man, what a great set of themes. Hello, Katsuki. How am I? I'm doing all right tonight. How are you? Just playing some Monster Hunter Freedom. We're doing some mining. We're laughing about different things. We're having a good time. Yep. I get that from it too, Marks. Ha! Didn't get me that time, best boy. Killed Shengoren? Nice, congratulations. What'd you think of the giant crab? He's a kind of cool fight. Then Lao Shanlong, nice. Several large, intimidating fights. You just thought of a question you've never asked before. Okay, go ahead, Marks. I'm guessing it has something to do with music. Sounds like I'm guessing you're playing Free Midnight, Katsuki. Sounds like you've gone through quite a string of fights. What monster family would you most like a siege type monster out of? A la Shengoren being the siege crab. Ah, that's a great question. Like what monster would you like to have a large siege version of? Definitely Popo. Let me give a more serious answer. I mean, I would legitimately take on a great Popo, like a siege Popo. Not a bigger Vespoid Queen? Hell no. I'll give you a real answer, Mars. You already have Gammoth? Gammoth? I mean, yeah, Gammoth does kind of feel like a siege fight sometimes. Emperor Shakalaka? No, sir. No, thank you. Look at these Genprey just camping the entrance. That's a Gendrome. Oh, yikes. Excuse me, sir. Wow, he just missed. Let me think about that. I would personally... I would really be down for a giant siege Tigrex. Kind of in the vein of some of your custom quest smarts. But I think a siege Tigrex would be terrifying and pretty interesting. Granted, it wouldn't make any sense from a lore perspective, but I'd be really down with that. Tigrex in Free Midnight is so rough, Katsuki. So rough. Congrats on taking down all those elders, though. Is it the first time you've taken them down, or have you taken them down before? Dude, he one-shot you. He's so strong and fast. He has very few safe openings for you to attack during. There's one in Frontier, same body type at least. I mean, Gogmazios is actually, I guess not really all that related, but kind of how Gogmazios is a giant gore skeleton, I think a giant Tigrex skeleton with something kind of vaguely similar to a Tigrex would be kind of neat. Way back during Free Midnight Fatalis, you said you'd think a giant Rajang would be neat? I have no recollection of that. The fact that you remember that is kind of absurd. Here we go. Lots of war. But yeah, I would still do a giant Rajang too. I'd still fight a giant siege Rajang too. I'm gonna revise my wording there. I guess a Cantor and Ucanlos are kind of already that. Good point, Hot Pocket. They kind of already exist. Never mind. The Tigrex answer is boring because that already exists. Like, that literally is how I would probably interpret that. It's like, maybe you make him a little different from Tigrex, but it's big and it takes a while. Like, there you go. You can't listen to Cantor. Yeah, a giant Rajang would be pretty rad. A giant Shogun Sianitar would also be pretty rad. Imagine a giant scythe just coming at you. I know that Shengal-Ren is not that far from that either, but like, Shengal-Ren, but like, you know, cool. A Durambros, but actually the size of a mountain. Terrifying. Terrifying. I know, Uchi. I know there would be. Like, it's unique. It's kind of cool. It's kind of an epic end to a speedrun, but... I don't think it's bad. It's just like, it's just okay. I don't either, Uchi. I was gonna ask a question. How would you feel if Shengal-Ren had giant teeth and could like do the suck that Yama does? I feel like Shengal-Ren would only be improved by teeth and a giant suck move. You gotta stop hanging out with us. The suck? That's what it's called. When Yama does it, that's the suck. Teeth on its mouth, or the Laoshan skull on its mouth. Does it have a mouth? It does. It does have a mouth, but I'm talking like, what if Shengal-Ren had human teeth? Not like crab maw teeth, like a crab mouth. No, like, what if Shengal-Ren had human teeth and could do the suck? Like if you just smushed Yama and Shen together. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Why does it need the teeth? I feel like it really adds something. Like, imagine if Yama was just like a hole. That's not cool. Teeth? That's cool. What did you do, Mike, for your Friday night? You know, I just stood here and pressed square a lot. I talked about weird humanoid teeth monsters. Hi, Fog. How's it going, Fog? We're talking about a very specific move in Monster Hunter Freeman Night, Fog, I'll have you know. I'm glad you like it, Fish. I like you. As an omnivore, it would make sense for Yama to have human teeth. How do we know that Yama is an omnivore? You've been lurking all night? I figured you've been lurking. Drawn out of hiding by the suck. I know, I heard Pikachu. Because it sucks up forests and eats everything? Oh, I did not know that. I don't actually know much about Yama. Oh, gosh darn it. He's an omnivore because the suck does not pick and choose, it consumes all. Truly. Truly a warning to heed in these dire days. That's as far as I'm taking that train of thought, Hot Pocket. I don't actually want to think about much more about Yama than that. We may be degenerates, but we have limits. Yep. The moment you start asking what it would be like to be inside of a Monster Hunter monster, that is where our limit has been crossed. There are other streams for you, but they are not these ones. It's kind of like how when people start asking, like, what would this monster taste like? I'm like, yeah, no, we're good. I was gonna say that, Uchi, but I didn't want to go too far. That, I feel like that sort of a comment would probably be more widely talked about on Angani Giza's stream, so maybe check it out. I don't want to. I don't know. I'm gonna clarify that I'm not super familiar with like everything that Angani and their stream, different people, different things are into, but I get the sense that that would be a more discussed topic over there. I try not to like assume or discuss stuff like that too often that I don't understand fully or don't like personally ascribe to fully, but it would probably do okay over there. All right, what should we hunt? What a good stream. Thanks. Oh, let's play some Greatsword. I haven't played Greatsword yet tonight. Yeah, I think you're fine, Yuji. It should be on YouTube somewhere, Martz. Unless it's really, really old. No potion, why? We haven't crafted potions at this point in the game because the monsters die pretty quickly. We're pretty early on in Village, Monster Boy. So I haven't started turning my herbs and mushrooms into potions yet. Some of this music, actually, some of the music in the World OST gets copyright claimed on YouTube, interestingly enough. Not like it takes down the video or anything, but it gets claimed. Specifically the Rotten Veil theme. Really? I mean, it gets claimed by a company that ostensibly could be working with Capcom, so I mean, if they want to monetize the videos that have that on that, I think that's okay. Makes sense. Yeah, it's not like they claim it and go, you can't have this video up. It's like they claim it and they say like, hey, this is our music. It's not Capcom itself. It's like, it doesn't say like copyright claim Capcom. It's like a claim company that could be working ostensibly for a video game company. Or it could be a fraud, who knows? Yeah, the cutscenes will often get claimed, even going back to the old games, like the Freedom Unite intro, or the Portable Third intro, or the Try intro, stuff like that will get claimed too. Okay, we still need more medium monster bones, so we're here hunting Blue Yan Kutku with Greatsword, because Greatsword is one of the weapons we haven't used yet tonight. This is the Velocidrome Greatsword. It gets pretty early green sharpness with a similar amount of investment as the sword and shield and lance we've made. It's not too crazy. I like that when you sheath it, those claws go away, and when you take it out, they pop out. I think that's pretty neat that they were putting details like that into weapons this early on. It's also the Remobra sword. Yeah, it gets, the design gets copied around, I think, a bit. I think it will be really neat to see how this game's progression and balancing of upgrades and sharpness and monsters and health pools will feel. Like Portable Third, I think it's a rap as being an easy game, but there's an interesting progression to that game that actually makes it have some decently challenging bits to it. And so I'm curious to see, kind of in a similar vein, how this game will feel as we play through it. Don't think you're currently lacking in challenge, but we'll see. I think for the weapons where we've gotten to be, I mean, honestly, for all the weapons, I think it's kind of matchup dependent. Like on the Praise, it's both a combination of they're very squishy and they're a decent matchup for basically all weapons, maybe save for the bowguns. For Yan Kutku and Blue Yan Kutku, they feel pretty decent regardless of if we have a strong version of the weapon for weapons that can hit them well. So for Hammer and Greatsword and Lance, they're really easy. Sword and Shield and Dual Blades, even Sword and Shield where we have good green sharpness, the matchup feels a little rougher because it's harder to hit Kutku's hit zones. But in general right now, I think we're starting to get to the point where our weapons are too strong for these monsters, which is fine because we're about to do another rank of fights. Nice camera. Do you like the flow of Combo Greatsword? It's still too new to me. I think its flow and the monster's cadence so far is kind of in tune where like it's kind of clunky and the monsters are kind of clunky, so it sort of fits. The roll cancel windows are kind of tight and specific, and the follow-through animations, if you miss, are really long. That to me feels like where the skill from the weapon comes from at the moment. Partially just like not overcommitting to a dumb swipe or something, but also nailing those roll cancels is really important. I'm really interested to see how I feel about combo greatsword as we go through the game, because it is essentially a different weapon to greatsword. And I know it is the same thing, but the focus, I swear that wasn't intentional. The emphasis of what moves you use and how you approach combat changes a ton after you start adding charge greatsword in with second gen. And so I'm intrigued to see how I feel about this. Hey Skiffy, last day off, welcome. I hope you have a restful day off. That was not on purpose, I swear. It feels a little more similar to how Longsword plays in second gen, if I'm honest, in terms of it having some weightier swings. I mean, it's definitely slower than Longsword, but the reach is similar enough and the concept is similar enough. It's just like if Longsword was like beefier and simpler and slower, if that makes sense, I think is my initial impressions of it. And if obviously the Longsword I'm referencing, like the Longsword I'm comparing this to, is not one that features counters or spirit levels or finishers. Like, it feels like Longsword from second gen in that it's medium ranged, and its goal is to get a few hits in and space them out properly before rolling out of the way, which is how I would describe second gen or Longsword in second gen. Charge add the Monster Hunter G only on Wii. Yep, but yes, it was. I would Marts, except I don't think Affinity exists yet in this game. Or Focus, for that matter. What about Master's Touch? Now that is in the game. Just random words. I think it would be called artisan fish, so these puns are so artisan. Thank you, Netzer. Yes, Netzer. Netzer's was actually good. A dunk. That feels good. Don't get it? For those of you who don't get that joke that Netzer just said, before Affinity was called Critical Eye, it was originally called Reckless Abandon. I won't tell anyone you didn't get it, don't worry. Look at all this Zenny. 10,000 Zenny? We're rich. I wouldn't blame you, Uchi, but it would make me sad. That's pretty funny, IRB. It timed out pretty well, actually. I think this is just what happens in a chat, Fish Kebab, when you're just watching a man push square on some rocks all night. God darn it. It's been an interesting night. It's been a fun night. I'm here for it. Clearly. Gotta entertain ourselves somehow. We're having a good time. Shmeg has some good quotes. Dropping some frames right now. That's odd. It's been happening a tiny bit towards the end of some of our streams recently. It's weird. I gotta reset my router. Felt what, Uchi? Oh, oh, sorry, the drop frames. Got it. Man. Yep. Wish we could have Monster Hunter fishing sounds in Final Fantasy XIV. That would probably make it cozy, wouldn't it? Or cozier. All right, we're getting there. Let's go check in on our medium monster bones and stuff. We're getting there. Grinding up some Zenny, grinding up some materials. What music in Monster Hunter World do you have the most visceral reaction to when first recognizing? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna give like boring answers, like the villages, Velkhana, Nergigante. The spin up to the entry of Velkhana's theme is just amazing. Like that theme alone makes you just want to like boot up World immediately. So good. Oh, Visceral isn't bad? I don't think Visceral is always bad, is it? I think Visceral would be like affecting, like it affects you very potently. I don't think Visceral has that connotation, does it? Relating to the viscera, relating to deep inward feelings rather than to the intellect. instinctive, innate, instinctual gut, deep down, deep-seated. Not necessarily negative. Yep, let's do a little bit more of this. I might end a little bit early tonight. Like I said, I've had a hard time getting up for work recently, and I do have work in the morning, so. We'll do, I think, one more gathering quest and one more hunt against Blue Kutku and probably call it good for the night, I think. And just a little earlier. Of course, we will top up on some lore before we go, but before that, we're gonna do this. Zora theme gives you a bad visceral reaction. Hey, Sparkle Wolfie. Sleep is important, you say, with no real sleep schedule. I have a pretty decent, like, lock on my sleep schedule, but recently I just pushed myself too far and I paid for it, and then I missed a couple times when I was supposed to show up at work, which is not good, so I'm gonna try and be a little more responsible, at least for the next few days, until I get back in the rhythm of things. Let's remember our small monster bones. Need to nom nom? Me too, I'm hungry. I think in terms of like Monster Hunter themes in general, they give me the most visceral positive and negative reactions. For positive, I think the themes that give me the absolute most of those are maybe some like To One With Life from 3rd Gen. And some of the remixes of the Zenogre theme, be it in World or Rise or at one of the orchestra concerts. The Gemoran theme and like the other big siege themes like that have some pretty strong feelings to me. Yeah, To One With Life affects me in like a really bizarrely emotional way for a time at which I have not, I mean, I've barely experienced 3rd Gen. I mean, I've played like 500 hours of Portable 3rd, but I haven't experienced Tri or 3 Ultimate very much. So it surprises me that I have such a visceral reaction to One With Life. Hi, buddy. Visceral bad. I feel like the Forest and Hills theme is completely almost negative to me. I have no affinity for Forest and Hills theme. It's bad. And I think currently the old classic Fatalis theme also occupies that exact same mind space. Also, hang on, this old swamp. Hang on. I like the theme a little bit, but it's also like way too much. Like it's hype, but then in like in the interlude where it's just like I don't know. It's just, it's very intense. Yeah, I'm okay with it. This one actually has some music to it. Forest and Hills. What is this fan art? What is this fan art of this Gypsy being led down like, oh yeah, just taking my Gypsy for a walk? Hi, Schmeg. Probably so, Uchi. We're not gonna think too much on it. It's just a bunch of different, like, Gypsy screenshots and art. But yeah, old Swamp. Is there a second gen Swamp theme? We were saying... This one's okay. Yeah, this one's alright. We were saying you have really good quotes, Schmeg. I'm trying to think if there's any other themes that, like, really bother me. Like, really bother me. I don't know, not really that many. Was that one from Frontier? It might be. Might have been. Anyways. Gravios? I don't think Gravios has a theme. I mean, there's a volcano theme. Yeah, I guess the volcano themes usually aren't all that good. But they're not ones where I hear, they're more like just kind of boring. But they're not ones where I hear them and I go, oh god. Tri-Volcano is great. Yeah, that's pretty much the only one that's really good. The MH2 Volcano theme is good. I have a hard time remembering them. I could pull it up right now, I guess, but I have a hard time remembering them. Rise Volcano's theme is very good, obviously. I think the first couple Volcano themes are kind of understated, or, I don't know, more ambient, I guess. They're not bad, though. I think it's really just Forest and Hills, honestly. It's really just like Forest and Hills. It's just not a good piece of music. Like, it actually makes me upset. It actually bothers me. Whereas I don't think any other theme in the series really bothers me like that. Like, there are other themes that get old. Like, you might get old. You might feel like you got tired of the Apex theme or the Deviant theme or Guiding Lands or Safi or something. Forest and Hills goes beyond that for me. It's not just like I'm tired of this theme. It's like I actively dislike this theme. I'm going to stop talking about it because focusing on negativity is not something I like to do on stream too much. But in any case, Forest and Hills, there you go. It has a visceral, that's the one that has a very visceral negative response to me. Doesn't Rist hate Proof of a Hero? No. No. I think Proof of a Hero is pretty cool. I think there are some versions that feel a little bit more like cool than other versions. I think Hunter Go Forth is really neat too, and I wish Hunter Go Forth was more prominently featured in the series, but... What story? I don't remember. I don't remember. Did I hate Proof of a Hero? I can't imagine bad-mouthing Proof of a Hero. Please don't remember. What? The Marth's gaslighting me? Oh. Well, that That was less about the proof of a hero and more... That was less about the proof of a hero and if I liked proof of a hero and more about like what made me change my mind on something. No, we don't need to talk about that. Frames again? It wasn't on my end this time, actually. See, you want to know? I don't know. My mind just doesn't associate that with proof of a hero. Do a dragon punch motion? No, thank you. I will not, Fallison. But I will wave at you and say hi. How are you, Fal? How's it going? We've had some fun moments on this stream. I mean, they've been fun moments with chat. On stream, we have mostly just been pressing square on rocks, which has been a good time. We've had some fun moments with the wonderful folks in chat. I guess, yeah, sure. To give an example, would Shengal-Ren be improved by being given humanoid teeth and a suck move like Yamatsukami? And I think that, yeah, there you go, like Crystal just linked to. I think it universally would be more interesting and fun if Shengal-Ren had humanoid teeth and a giant suck move. Just lots of fun stuff coming up tonight. I'm gonna resist the low-hanging fruit of quoting that into boot. That would be pretty good, Fish. That sounds like some Frontier stuff. I think every monster should have pearly white Hollywood teeth and wear Tims. Where did the Tims come from? Is wearing Tims the suck? So they have drip. Oh, okay. Sure. Freedom streams are wild. Yeah, dude, buckle up. We're grinding up like well over 100 iron ore and like 70 earth crystals and like 50 matcholite or something right now. For context. And a bunch of medium monster bones. You've seen a pic of Garuga wearing Tims? I think I've also seen that picture. It's only gonna go downhill from here too. I'm a little scared about that. I imagine it will be more satisfying when we can actually fight things too, and it's not just like Kutku and Velocidrome. But also, I know some of the fights are gonna be so drastically frustrating sometimes that maybe it will also be less fun than just like doing this. We'll see. I'm interested to see how this game ends up feeling. And before midstream Rise comfort trips, we'd probably just boot up Portable Third. All I have to do is just be like, nah, I'm done with this. And just like click on it. Fight new monkey? Someday. I think leaving a lot of those events for like some big return to Rise or some other playthrough of Rise or something would be better than me like dragging myself back there every week to do a new event. Not that I would be like, I wouldn't be unhappy about playing Rise right now. I don't know. Doing content that I'm not very involved or very invested in makes it feel a lot less interesting to me. If that makes sense. Same reason I didn't go back and experience Elatrian or Fatalis in World, even though those seem like pretty neat fights. There we go. 20 iron ore, 5 mocholite, 5 disc stones. Our sharpness got slashed. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh, we need more mocholite. It's also pretty good, Schmeg. This is fine. It's fine. All right, one more quest for tonight, I think. Welcome to Gen 1 weapon upgrades. But then, like, Lance and Sword and Shield and Greatsword get, like, easy green sharpness. Stars are Abaxis from World. Oh, okay, you're just talking about the sharpness getting nerfed. I got you. Oh, hey, the bone one did get a new design. Look at this. This design's in this game. Cool. I like this design. No worries, Uchi. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. It's nice to get to chat with you while we're playing Freedom. I will be streaming tomorrow night. Yeah, I will be. Rest well, Uchi. We'll see you again tomorrow. Maybe. Crystal and Uchi saves your Iceborne run. How so, Schmeg? You're running out a long thing right now. I'm bracing for impact. Artillery Princess. I like your name. Okay, Zelda. Okay, I got you, Martz. You have time. We're gonna do one more hunt. How's Freedom going? It's going pretty well. Thanks for asking. I'm playing through this game and I'm gonna be trying to do most of the quests and let chat pick which weapon I use for a lot of hunts. We haven't done as much of that tonight because we're just doing the same couple quests over and over to grind some materials. But as we go through the game, chat gets to pick what weapon I use as we go. And so I'm trying to grind up lots of different weapons and it's very expensive. We need lots and lots of ore for some of the upgrades that we're making, and medium monster bones. I gotcha. That's awesome, Schmeg. When you all post screenshots, specifically, I guess I've seen Shoaib and Uchi post some screenshots, it makes me real jealous that I'm not on PC. I'd love to play with y'all. Someday. Because it looks like a fun time. Yeah, Freedom is delightfully slow-paced. It's an interesting contrast coming from like 5 months of Monster Hunter Rise. It's nice to have both extremes and lots of games in between to visit. Ugh. I got you, Schmeg. No worries. I'm so bad at the fishing. That's it. No more bait. Hey, Spaghetti Lord. All right, good night, Crystal. Thanks for hanging out. It was nice to chat with you. I'm glad we got to play a couple tracks from Stories tonight. It's been a good night of grinding. We've done some upgrades. We definitely have more Zenny than we did earlier, which feels good. Did you hit the character count? Did you accidentally delete it, Martz? Ah, you hit the character count. You can shop it, or if you want, you can just DM me it on Discord, and I'll read it there. I'm sounding melodramatic, but I don't mind your big questions. Okay, let's say you're going out for a walk at night. You need to clear your head out after a long day. On your way home, you get an eerie sense that you're being followed, but the feeling subsides when your home is in view. You walk through the front door, close it behind. What are we doing here? You make a move to flip on the light switch. The lights don't come on. Inexplicably, a monster theme starts playing in your ears really loud, as if it's coming from inside your head. What theme would terrify you most? Such a troll, Schmeg. Probably Devil Joe. Shia LaBeouf. Forest and Hills. I think my answer would be Devil Joe. Oh, for you, Iced Tea? Gotcha. Not as theme, but a super crunchy old Diablos roar. Dude, those old roars are so good. Thank you for reminding me of them. What you call that theme? Circus music? It has a flair of grandiose music to it. It does still scare me though. Devil Joe still scares me. It would be Zelda. I can see that. Nice diverse answers. Including the Animal Crossing New Leaf minigame music. If we can jump outside of Monster Hunter for a minute, then certain pieces of music from Majora's Mask would be quite chilling, I think. Alright, time to do our quick gathering run around the steppe. And then we get to use this nice new hammer on Blue Yon Kutku to end the night. I can't remember how the song goes right now, Schmeg. Especially because there's music playing. But I remember hearing it on your stream and then whistling on mine. I'm thinking back to your stream to remember it. I think because the music's playing, I'm having a hard time remembering it. It's fun though. Yeah, you're allowed to take back your answer, Fish. That's not that, is it? Oh, Astalos theme? Is that specifically from Bolt Reaver? I guess, does Bolt Reaver even have that, or does Bolt Reaver have the Deviant theme? I don't even know. I don't know, I think I would be pretty hyped if I heard the Astalos theme, to be honest with you. It's such a hype theme. I couldn't. It's like the Zenogre theme. Like, you'd be screwed, but you'd be like, yo, I'm gonna die to electric guitars. Like, hell yeah. This is still in the scenario where you are walking into a dark space and you hear a monster's theme start playing. That Marth's put out in the chat. Initially, your prompt was going to involve a condemned building. You were really going for that world building, huh? Normally it'd say Lao, but you know it's going to be like a few hours before it gets to your house. You get to run away. That's enough time for you to like run back inside, grab your valuables, like hightail it out of there. That's fair. That's fair, Marks. Okay, let's find that blue cuckoo. Take a nap, order a pizza, watch some TV, build the Demolisher, of course. All things you could do as Lao Shan slowly approaches you. You've completed your 3-star intense gathering action. You return for the end of stream. How is it, Jack? How's 3-star? I don't even know what's in that rank yet. I know Cephadrom's in there. Oh no, it's gonna be a 9, isn't it? Oh. Bye. Good, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Jack. I am too. We've had some really fun discussions tonight. Really interesting to look back on things. I think so too. Oops. Hata! Well, a little optimistic there with the spacing. that Hada already annoys you more than the lines that rise throughout. Not me. I like my Hada. But that's okay. So we just moved around some dishes earlier today. We reorganized some shelves. Moved some dishes around, tried to consolidate some space in our kitchen to make it a little more organized. Whenever you move things around in the kitchen, there's a chance that cats are gonna like explore it and like break stuff. Just heard a big ol' dish falling off of something noise. I'll go see what that is in a little bit here. Main map, I think, fish. Ah! I can't schmeg. We fought quite a few. Although this one is currently gonna endanger us with how fast he gets when he rages. I can't tell if that hit or not. I don't think it did. Can't see. I could too. I think you mean N64 looking graphics, Marks. What's fun, fish kebab? Oops, that charge just got me hit. I could have gotten out of the way. My bad. There we go. Hey Tifa Lockhart, good to see ya. How you been? Yep, we're about a week into Freedom 1. We're going really slowly through, collecting up some weapon upgrades before moving on to 3-star Village. Go slow in this one's better? Yeah. Imagine you would run out of resources pretty quickly if you went too quick. Seeing as the game wants you to work for a lot of them. Yep, we've been doing a lot of mining tonight, combined with a lot of Blue Cuckoo quests. Both because Blue Cuckoo gives us decent Zenny, and because we need some medium monster bones. Do I like the Hornitar or Alteroth more? Hornitar because of sick gear. Alteroth are more interesting, but Hornitar gear is just too good. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and maybe gather at the farm, read some lore, and then call it good for the night. Well, read some documentation in the game. Give you guys enough time to hear the Rotten Vale themes before I go to bed. God, it's so good. It's so good. Look at all that Zenny. Wow. What's the most hype thing you can do in Freedom right now? I don't know if there's that much I could consider hype. Yet. We're still getting to the part where we're gonna be doing cool stuff. The stuff we're doing is fun. It's fun to gather things, but I don't know if any of this is particularly hype. Maybe landing some sick hammer stuff or a dunk on Kutku or something. Could show the hammer upgrade chart again. That's pretty hype. You're right, it is. Pooers, wow. Pretty hype. Now we'll read some stuff in the other room in a minute. It really feels like we're in the Rotten Vale with the bee noise there. Alright, I'm turning this up just for you guys. I hear the cat messing with the dishes again. Or something like that. Hey Solo, the first hero, welcome. We're just finishing up for the night. How are you? Like, this theme's good, but you know what's coming. Especially when it's like in an OST track like this, or playlist. It's very exciting, building up to the actual battle theme. You just woke up? I figured. So good. I can't get enough of it. If only it transitioned seamlessly, I would actually lose it. So good. Really cool to see Freedom didn't play much of this game. I haven't really seen much of it or played much of it before this either. We're gonna be kind of showing off as much of it as we can. God, it's such a good theme. It's nice we get to end on this. Can I do it in a Doggeron roar impression? Why do I do these things? Maybe? Would you like that? Would would someone other than Martz like that, or just Martz? It's so distinct. It's like a wheeze. it's gonna be a bad impression. It's probably not gonna be good. That was my attempt. Hang on. I don't think I can go that high. Like, it's like a high-pitched, like deep in your throat, like. No, I can't. I can't do it without going nasally. I can't do it. Sorry. I wish I could give you a better attempt, but no. It went eat. It did. Oh, man. It's almost as if humans aren't capable of making such noises. I'm trying to think about how I can get my vocal cords to do that. I'm like trying to like feel it out before actually making the noise. I don't think I can do it. I feel like you could do it if you like strange your vocal cords in some really odd way, but I don't know if I want to do that, so. Sorry. This has been a perfect stream. We sure did press square on those rocks, didn't we? All right. Is there an about mining? Nope. Okay. Well, then in that case. About fishing. Celebrity hunter, world fishing. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope you don't mind me taking some time to tell you all about my hobby. Fishing, of course. These are just my personal opinions. 10 pages of fishing. If you have a worm, a cricket, or firefly, you can enjoy the leisurely hobby of fishing. These live baits can be purchased at the armor shop or acquired in the field. Country accent, please. For standard bait, the amount of bait you have does not make a difference with regards to the fish you can catch. However, if you want to catch special fish, you should try to match the bait to the smell known to attract the specific fish you're after. Any of the fish y'all can catch are considered useful to the hunter. Sushi fish are known to recover physical strength. Knife mackerel can be used instead of ore as material to make weapons, and there are many fish that can be used to make ammunition. CSI. If you're trying to obtain high-level ammunitions, I suggest you try combining materials with the fish you've caught. Now I will present all of you who have read this far with some special information regarding some special fish. First up is the golden fish. As the name suggests, this is a beautiful, shining fish. It is incredibly valuable, thus commanding a high price, especially from the guild. This fish is all the rage among celebrities like me. Although the golden fish is very rare, it lives in a wide variety of locations, so don't be surprised to find one right under your nose. For instance, in the Fortune Hills, find just one and you'll have something worth more than the pennies I'm being paid for this manuscript. It's like they think I have a ton of free time to write these things. I'm so glad we're reading these. The next fish is God damn it. This has been a good stream. The next fish on our tour of the waters is the spear tuna. One look at this fish is enough to know it is special. There really is no comparison to its giant silhouette. If you happen to catch one of these fish, you can use that spear as material in crafting a weapon. However, it's rumored that the spear tuna will only appear before hunters with true power. If you meet these requirements, you should certainly be able to spot one. That is all for today's look at fishing, but if this column proves to be popular, you may be well hearing from me again. Farewell. Also, I say y'all. I don't have a country accent, but sure. Oh, God. Melinx, cat-like humanoids with black fur. Being sticky-fingered, they won't pass up a chance to steal things and take them back to their village, easily distracted by the sight of Felvine. Velociprey, aggressive carnivorous monsters that often travel in packs. Even a master hunter should take care not to become surrounded. Wide-ranging, they are found in many different climates. The alpha monster that leads a Velociprey pack. They are larger and have a more prominent crest, highly territorial, but will retreat to a safe place when injured to recover. Can I make a Swedish accent? I think my Swedish accent would be something like this. This is Swedish. This is a Swedish accent. I'm talking about the fika and the cafe today. Here we are at the cafe having our fika. That's like a subtle Swedish accent? I don't know. Wouldn't be a strong Swedish accent, that's for sure. All right. Did you even change anything? I don't know. Probably not much. We do have a Discord, Artillery Princess. Feel free and check it out. I was about to link to that and a couple other things here. We have a YouTube and a Twitter as well, for anyone who's interested in seeing when we go live or seeing highlights of the streams, that kind of thing. Oh, this has been a Monster Hunter Freedom stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be back tomorrow night with more Freedom and for many days to come. We're going to be playing through this game and then taking on other Monster Hunter games after that, just playing through the series as we go. I'm tired. I'm a little bit slap happy. This has been a really fun stream. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I'm sorry I could not deliver an Odogaron roar. Already found your YouTube from searching Ristretto Monster Hunter? Well, cheers! Thanks, Artillery Princess. It's nice to meet you. I can't wait to get to hear about what you think about Monster Hunter and what kind of Monster Hunter you've been enjoying to play. Yeah, cheers, Trackstar. Thank you to all of the folks who rated, like Trackstar, Hellelephant, Anthony. Thank you guys so much for those raids. All right, if it was anyone's first time by the stream and you guys liked it, think about leaving a follow. We're going to be here playing Monster Hunter for a long time to come, so if you want to catch more streams, do that. We already linked to the stuff. And those are the plugs. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find someone else who's streaming Monster Hunter, and we're going to give them a raid. We've missed you being here, Martz. I have. Who else is on? Let's see. Who is on streaming some Monster Hunter? I think we're going to raid our buddy Fallison. They're streaming Monster Hunter Rise. I think they're raiding the new event. So if you want to see what that new event in Monster Hunter Rise is about, then stick around. Fallison has an excellent stream. Super nice, cozy spot. They talk about real stuff. They have a goofy time. Just a lovely mixture of things. So check out their stream from me to them. Let's see. I'm going to get some sleep and try and get up on time for work tomorrow. I hope you guys have a nice night or a good day, whatever time it is where you are in the world. Happy hunting. Cheers, and I will see you guys next time in just a little while. Bye now.